Achromatic Chronicles is a 220-page graphic novel that is suitable for all ages. Discover how John develops a unique relationship that is surrounded in mystery. This relationship takes him on an adventure where he discovers that he does have purpose and value in this world. Don't wait. Pick up Achromatic Chronicles today. We're only selling this for a limited time, so don't wait.
How many fucking red cells am I gonna get hit by? What the fuck? Oh man. What the? And then I get my stuff.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. You're beautiful.
It's true.
She caught my eye.
What the fuck was that? It is Tuesday night's main event. What the I didn't know where that one was going, but it's Tuesday night's main event. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode. We're here. We're late. We're gay. We're live. How's everybody doing? Yeah, man. So we have a little bit to talk about tonight. There's a few things going on. Ripple will be here momentarily. Don't worry. That's going to be a big topic of discussion with what's going on with him and Angry Joe. We're going to talk about that. I haven't really fought with anybody on Twitter in a while, and it kind of makes me jealous. I kind of miss fighting with people on Twitter. So yeah. Jay keeps threatening me.
I know.
If I don't fight with people on Twitter, he's going to quit. And he's at this point. He's made so much money now. It's like kind of like I can't even control him anymore. You know, I have no power over Jay whatsoever. But
Twitter's boring now. Come on. Pick a fight now with somebody, so by the middle of the stream we can go see if they respond.
All right, fine. We'll do intros. I'll find somebody in my mentions that said something. I'll respond, and we'll see what happens. So
we can check in like an hour later and see if Flash does this all the time on Flashcast. He goes, all right, guys, I'm gonna tweet out Pedro Pascal, or not Pedro Pascal. Miles Morales is Miles Morales and Peter Parker is Spider-Man. He goes, let's see what happens. So it's like, and then he'd be like, 15 minutes in, I've been called a racist. 15 minutes in, everyone.
Oh man, yeah. Well, like it's so Marvel fans are the ones that get triggered the most at this point. I mean, they're so easy. They lose their minds. And again, I've talked about this. This is how you tell that Disney Star Wars is completely dead. The leftists don't even care to defend it anymore, but the Marvel stands are still out there, and they get mad. They get really mad.
That's how you can tell when one of these franchises and it's like death throes when you get that reaction, because predominantly that's the fan base that is there. You know what I mean? That's like overwhelmingly their fan base, and that's where the MCU's at right now, which is obvious from their box office returns, their streaming issues, all that stuff.
Yeah, 100%. I see you, Camelot. I see Camelot talking shit. I'm gonna respond to Camelot right now. He tagging me on Twitter talking shit. Let's see. I'm gonna send a fucked up picture. Ryan from RK Outpost. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm doing good. Mike feels blacker today. Some about the dreads just makes him feel more black than normal, more black than the fro. That's for sure. So good to see Mike with the representation.
This is a hairstyle you don't want to find outside of a 7-Eleven, when you're getting your big gulps. So
yeah, that's true. That's one of those where you just kind of chill in the car for a while.
You go, hey, man,
wait, not worth us. I'm messing with my map real quick. Wait till you clear off there.
You drive up underneath the gas pump, so there's a light above you. And you just kind of wait. And you're like, I don't know, man. I just don't feel like getting out of the car right now.
Yeah, that's kind of hair you're going for. I appreciate it though. Brings the representation. So you're going full April O'Neil tonight. So.
All right. The meme I'm gonna tweet back to Camelot. I don't know if I could show it. But I don't know if I can show it. I'll let Ryan make that call.
It was a nice thing to mention then.
Yeah. Drunk 3PO
audience.
Drunk 3PO. Hi.
Man, how's
the
it going?
50,000-aire. He's a 50,000-aire.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
We
inclined.
can 1,000% show that.
I know.
We get Mike Obama in the chat every night anyway. So.
All right, hang on, Jay. We got more important things. So this was my response to Camelot.
That's it. That's a good one. April O'Neil. That's pretty good.
There's no response to Camelot. So leave Obama alone. So keep my wife's dick out your fucking mouth. That's
a good one.
There you go. Hi, Jay.
How's it going? I need to address something real quick. Can you share can you share this picture on your screen?
Yeah.
Okay. This is not me. This is not me. I'm doing just fine. Maybe there's some kind of relation there that I don't know of, but don't worry, everyone. It's okay.
Jay was actually the capital city policeman who led this man through the Capitol on a guided tour.
I didn't want to say that, but
I thought you made the T-shirts for these guys.
I'm the
didn't
guy
you?
that opens the door for all things. But if you go through it, bad things happen. That's all I'm saying. So
that's a good point.
Good to see you, Jay.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Thank you again for sharing the book details at the beginning. Things have just been going crazy with that. It's been an unbelievable ride. So I'm glad to be here on Tuesday night's main event.
January 6th. There we go.
Yeah.
January. Michael says, "Oh man, I'm no longer a member. You remember when somebody made me a member and I was happy about being a member because I will remember. And now it's gone. Gifted memberships do run out, but we have an awesome audience that does a lot of gifting memberships. So maybe it's at random too, isn't it? You can't pick who gets them, right?
Yeah. Well, Michael, it's good while it lasted. Thanks for the memories.
Oh my God, I apologize completely. That was really bad. That was
funny.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
That's for all these people that don't want us to swear or like think we're too crude. That's what this channel would be if we weren't allowed to make rude jokes about
be my channel
fucking each other.
Let's read. Yeah, here's a reenactment of Ryan's joke.
Damn.
No, people laugh. People are saying they laughed in the chat. Say that. Thank you, No Name.
That clip never gets old. It's so good. We have Allen Iverson. We talking about practice. What's going on, Epic Mike?
Hey,
Allen Iverson. I just got that.
I've been called worse things.
I just got the braid thing. Yeah.
No. Good job, Jay. I'm proud of you.
Sorry.
Listen, you're supposed to be everybody's favorite black YouTuber. This shouldn't be new to you.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, I've heard a lot of people say that, but Jay,
I can't hear Mike. Can y'all hear him?
No.
Everybody, they've all been responding to me, Jay.
You're still a little low because I
Just a
turned
little
your
low.
dumbass down for Mario Kart.
All seriousness.
Yeah, well,
you're
I also
low.
put a compressor on there so I didn't blow everybody's eardrums out. I was trying to be nice to everybody.
I moved it
Yeah.
back up.
A lot less racist comments on the Mario Kart stream,
All right,
afterwards.
it's too loud. Let's move it back down. All right.
Hello?
What?
Go ahead.
Keep going. Keep trying.
What's
Figure it
going
out.
on? We'll figure it out. You guys, I'm going to put this on you guys. I'm not figuring this shit out. Yeah, I want to see Jay with cornrows. I think Jay could pull it off pretty well. Yeah.
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'd like. Yeah. You know
I
what
like
that
it.
would be? Jay would be
What?
absolutely.
Oh, man, it was absolutely amazing.
Mike, when he said Mike almost never sounds black, right? But when he said cornrows, he said it like the way I would imagine like a man from Alabama says cornbread. You know what I mean?
Cornbread.
Like he had cornrows. It was kind of interesting. He just slipped into it there.
I typically don't try to talk like that around you guys because I don't know. I don't want to make you guys feel uncomfortable. You know, try to keep it. You try to keep
That's
the
very
language
courteous
really
of you.
balanced. You know, yeah.
Obama style. I like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Absolutely.
would understand.
Yeah,
I appreciate
know.
that.
It's pretty nice of you. It's pretty nice of you. We definitely want to keep Ryan comfortable. You know, we don't want to get another 8 out of 10 review. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chris has got a new name for Mike. Go ahead.
Don't fucking
Meek.
do this.
I don't even have to say it. I recorded it.
Meek,
Meek, Meek, Meek,
Meek Mike. Meek Mike.
Like, yeah.
Instead of
Meek.
Meek Mills.
Epic.
Mike
Meek.
instead of Meek Mill, yeah. I like how Ryan's the only one that got that joke because I thought it was. I was like, yeah, Meek Mike. Yeah, I get. Yeah.
I'm blacker than you realize.
No.
Oh. Not as black as April O'Neil, but hey, I'm blacker than you know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Hey, here he is. He's here. He's here. I don't know. Let's see.
shit.
There it is. Eric J. It's Eric J.
Why does it
And-
say that?
I don't know, but Dre.
Oh, it's because
Oh,
I'm
he's
on
been
Firefox.
lying about his name the entire time.
We got him, ladies and
Big
gentlemen.
warehouse.
It's gonna be jacked up. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh, no,
We caught
Jay,
his ass.
Okay, we'll promote Jay again just for the time being.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Feels
and
good
then-
up here.
Yeah,
Sorry,
and then when he gets back, you'll get bumped down to the bottom. So you know what I mean. So Krista, check
okay.
DMs. I sent you the link you needed. But all right, next up we have Fear the Beardo. What's going on, man? Are you from G&G HQ right now?
I
right
might
now?
Be. I might
You
be.
might
I
be.
think that's the word on the street. I might be here. I'm still, you know, it's still up in the air. No, yeah, man, it's been a fucking blast being here these past few days, and yeah, man, just excited to be here like usual on Tuesday night, and ready to get into it.
Hell yeah, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. And Jay has now been bumped down to the bottom.
That's okay.
So it's okay. Rippa, what up, man?
What's up, man? What's up? Yeah, I'm late.
You've had a fun few days. I like
Yeah.
that Rocky Balboa or Sylvester Stallone impersonation you had the other day when you did that video
Oh, wow.
after your
my
root
root
canal. Yeah.
Hey,
yo.
Hey,
yo.
yeah. My bad. I'm being late. I was watching my niece soccer game. Finally got back. But yeah, I've been good. Destroying dipshits.
The whole chat's been talking about Angry Joe.
Yeah,
so
Angry
we'll have to-
Joe,
we gotta talk
fucking
about that one.
retard. Angry Joe, who liking me to some very fucked up things, and I'm coming to see his bitch ass in the event that I'm anywhere near him. He's got to see me after those comments, and I'm dead serious about it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, all is good. Aside from that, obviously, this whole April O'Neil have done a few videos on that. Just another example of people just making shit up, and because Redditors born in the 2000s think, I don't know, I guess they just now discovered that white women had perms in the 80s, and it's been sort of hilarious to watch this yet again myth be perpetuated that is just verifiably fucking false. Like it's just not even close to being true. But other than that, man, I'm feeling good. And I'm ready for another one.
We
Yeah,
got
shouldn't
lot
they
to
be
talk
going
about
after all
tonight.
those old comics for cultural appropriation or something? That's what they should
Yeah.
be focused on right
We're
now.
going after Soul
Yeah.
Glow for making all that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this whole thing is this is going to be an interesting topic of discussion moving forward. So it always is with these clowns get involved.
Me and Eric both called April O'Neil fat and black, and somehow he's getting called a racist more than I am.
Very true.
It ain't like they're trying to hide what they did with her. She's pretty
Yeah.
big,
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
up there. They made her about as black as they could. Like, I mean,
Got dreads and everything, locks or at least locked hair. Yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious.
that's why Mike's
Yep.
going hard tonight, and he's
Yeah.
fucking up his game.
I'm just I'm trying to catch up to April. Down, like, damn, these bitches out here going fast in this cultural appropriation game. One of my favorite comments I saw today was somebody was like to Rippa, like, just say you hate black people. and somebody was like, "Wow, man, you're gonna call Ripple racist? He's married to a black woman, blah blah." He's like, "I never said he was racist. I said he hated black people." That's what racism is, man. Like,
Oh, fucking idiots, man.
Clown world indeed. Clown world indeed. We've got Rolo, the Puerto Rican pistolero.
We are also praying for the people of Puerto Rico. We love Puerto Rico.
We got April O'Neil hanging out here,
Yeah.
or actually, I mean, I don't know. This is like a white action figure. Maybe this is not the real April O'Neil.
Painted that model.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is like more than 30 years old right here. So we can see that April here is. She's looked a certain way for a while.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Some
I'm just gonna
skinny
leave it at that.
April. Her waist should be at least 3 times that big.
How you doing, Rolo?
I'm doing good. Yeah, if there's one thing that I can talk about, it's Ninja Turtles. So I'm excited to talk about that one. I've got like, you can see that April O'Neil's just a taste of the collection of Ninja Turtle stuff that I've got from back in the day. So I'm
I
excited.
got some beef with you, Rolo.
What do you got?
I'm tired of playing Fortnite with Hailstorm.
Oh, I was about to say that. I was
my
about
God,
to say
man.
like every time that I wake up like in the middle of the
He's the
night
worst.
to get a drink or something, I turn on my phone and I'm like, how many dubs do they have? And the chat's like, bro, it's not going well. I'm like, what? Man, I missed 2 times and this is what happens. I know you guys are
Hailstorm
better
just
than this.
goes off on his own every fucking match. Every match. He's driving me crazy.
Did you see that he's Jay Hailstorm 2.0 now?
Yes, he
Yeah.
got the,
He's on that Smurf account.
yeah, he's
Oh,
on the Smurf
man.
account now.
Jay, did you get any dubs with him today on that account?
Yeah, we got 2.
There he goes.
Yeah,
man.
man,
That's
he-
like
he-
spot lobbies, man. Like I'm not,
Yeah.
we're not gonna
I know.
lie. So it's
I
like-
know.
Well, he did one of the Smurf lobbies the other night when we couldn't get a win, and basically it was just me and him competing for who would get the most kills.
I got killed
19.
and I died.
Yeah. And the bot, I got 19 kills. Hailstorm got 16. Jay
Oh,
got
man.
killed.
Listen, they all, look. We all landed in 3 different points of the map, and we're all like, we're just gonna see who gets the most kills and like meet in the middle. I freaking landed in the middle of like 15. I'm like, guys, I need help over here. They're everywhere. And Hailstorm's like, I'm coming. I gotta beat Jeremy because I need more kills. And they just let me die because they were getting their kill numbers up. They just let me die.
All I know is it was like 4 a.m. or something. I was dropping Joe off at the airport because she's got to fly. She had to fly somewhere for work. And I'm turning the stream off and like everybody's dying. Jeremy was like, fuck this, man. I'm going to bed. He's like, Rolo's sexy voice isn't here to save us right now. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here, man?
It was rough. It was rough.
I mean, Beardo can only do so much in that situation. I know.
Yeah, I know.
But Beardo
My
and
back was starting
Hailstorm.
to hurt.
Beardo and Hailstorm is too much though, because Beardo, I love Beardo, but Beardo gets those moments where he's like, I'm not going anywhere. And then he starts like, and you're like, oh man,
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah, Beardo like gets all hyped up, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn. It's like, he's confident. All right, and then 10 seconds, like, fuck, man, fuck
Fuck,
it. Yeah,
guys,
they got
I'm
me. They
down.
got the drop on me. Like,
It happens to the best of us.
It does. I love
but
it.
yeah, now new season 2 drops Thursday, I believe. So
yeah.
expect us to be playing that on
Yeah.
one of the channels out there. We'll keep you guys updated on which channel, either
Mm-hmm.
here or play probably. And Mario Kart, the new tracks for Mario Kart drop.
Yeah.
Thursday as well, I believe. I don't know what time, but you may see multiple streams that day, gaming streams. We will see. But
Oh, yeah.
we have Krista Nova. Hi, Krista. How are you?
Hello, I am good. Guys, we are live also on Locals. So if you want to check us out over there, you can. And also, not a lot of people probably know about this, but it is Jeremy's birthday pretty soon, tomorrow.
Let's go.
Well,
Oh,
we're going to
snap.
celebrate
Tomorrow.
Jeremy's birthday.
We're gonna sing him happy birthday.
I'm not
Yes.
going to.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday, Jeremy.
Yeah, I don't really celebrate my birthday. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's just it's another day.
You,
I'll
you know where
celebrate it
you
by
know where
going to
men
Culver's.
celebrate other men's birthdays? Episode
Culver's.
3 of The Last of Us, right? Like that's where you see men celebrating other men's birthdays. Right
Yes.
before and after
I
anal
didn't see
sex.
the episode. What is it? Like zombies?
It's the gay one, Jay.
I never saw the episode.
It's the gay one with the butt sex instead of the gay episode with the scissoring.
I got you.
Right?
Okay.
There's two different gay episodes of
oh,
Last of
okay.
Us. All right.
Oh man. But yes, thank you,
Everyone's
Krista.
guessing your age. The big 5-0.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll be 72. 72 tomorrow. So, but we got My Nerdy Home here. Hello, Steph.
Hi, I can't wait to celebrate Jeremy's birthday. He's gonna buy everybody food.
Oh yeah, everybody gets Culver's. So everybody gets Culver's. We do. Hey, I had some. I've decided to eat healthy because I do eat a lot of Culver's. But tonight I was like, no, I've got to eat healthy. So we got some Taco Bell, and they didn't mess my order up. Ryan, they did not mess my order up.
Actually,
so
did. They
fuck
didn't bring the
yourself.
sauce that you ordered. So
Yeah,
That's
sauce.
not really. We
Is
still
this
had
right?
it.
You said fucking is. That's half of my meltdowns are over condiments not being included in the fucking bag. What are you talking about, you retard?
Yeah, but you got to be
Of course that means
prepared.
the problem.
We were prepared. We had
You
it
were not
here.
prepared. It happened to be there.
Yeah, and I am responsible.
I kept.
I'm the reason. I'm
The,
the,
the only reason
Orlando
is because
project's happening.
Jeremy's like, yeah, I need some hot sauce. So like, what kind? He's like, mild. The fuck?
I like the mild sauce.
Jeremy, did
What's
you know
wrong
that your
with you?
birthday falls on International Women's Day?
Yeah, I'm a big advocate of
Ooh.
women. Like I respect women. You know.
Well,
so
that's for the birthday
Well, see you
celebration.
later.
yeah, we've memed that the last few years about that. I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm a big supporter of women's rights. I'm a big advocate, respect women, and yeah, so that's no problem here. So
Yay.
He
I'm
orders
a
the same
whammon
hot sauce
respecter.
as women.
I'm a whammon respecter. I'm a whammon respecter. All right, we have a lot to talk about tonight. There's a lot of nonsense going on. I think we need to start out.
I think we should start with a big announcent for Geeks and Gamers, Jeremy.
You wanna
I
start
think we
that
should start
now?
with that. Yeah, I think
You
so.
wanna do that
30
now?
minutes in. I
Okay.
think so.
All right.
I think we should do that.
Usually we push it up to 3,000 or 4,000. So do you want to do it now? We can do it
We can
again.
talk
We can
about
do
it again.
So
Yeah.
Ryan.
Do it a few times.
So Steph and Krista be on ready. We're gonna be posting that on Twitter. So are you ready? And
Yeah,
then Ryan,
absolutely.
you can go ahead and talk about it. So Ryan, do the honors.
Yeah, so as you guys know, if you've been following my channel and stuff that I've been doing over there for a while, I've been working with Meta PCs. Those guys are awesome. I went out to Arizona. I went to their old warehouse. They've since moved into a new warehouse, which can't wait to go out there and see that. But not only does Meta PCs make awesome fucking computers, they support what we're doing. They're not people that are going to cancel us for saying something offensive or because we reacted this way about, I don't know, a Batman movie or whatever it may be. So we have a bigger partnership going on between Geeks and Gamers and Meta PCs. And we're launching that today.
Look at that.
Right here
Yes.
on Meta PCs,
Yeah.
the Geeks and
Look at that
Gamers
shit.
landing page.
Hell yeah.
Really awesome. Zach's
That's
been
sexy.
great. The entire team he's assembled over there is awesome. So we've got a couple ones if you're just looking for basic, you don't really know what you're looking for. But of course, you can go there anytime and go to the Geeks and Gamers landing page. You go to Meta PCs. You can build your own custom computer. You can do whatever you want and use promo code GEEKS. Promo code GEEKS, GEEKS, for a discount. So we just appreciate the hell out of these guys. And they gave us 4 fucking badass PCs that
That's
we're going to be
awesome,
using here
man. Look at that.
at Geeks and Gamers headquarters.
That's awesome.
Yes, they've been super
Fuck yeah.
supportive, and Zach is great. The whole crew is great, and obviously, I know you guys have heard about Meta PCs from a lot of different creators, but I'm really excited about this, and you guys. We've been reluctant to, do a lot of stuff with a lot of people, but the right people usually come along, and Meta PCs are 100% the right people. So thank you to them for helping us get everything kind of rolling here with the units that they sent us. And I hope you guys, if you're looking for a new PC, if you're interested, or if you know someone is interested, I hope you will pass along that information with the promo code GEEKS. And we're going to have a landing page. Mods are going to be dropping links right there. Eric K is already doing it. We're going to send a tweet out. I hope you guys go and like and share and retweet
That's
and all of
awesome,
that.
man.
Let's just get some traction on that. Let them know how much we appreciate them. So, and we will talk about that a little bit later on as well. But that's going to be pushing a lot of these gaming streams are going to be doing, and a lot of the other plans that you're going to be seeing in the next couple of weeks with what we have going on down here on Orlando. Couldn't do it without you guys, and big shout out to Meta PCs. So
Yeah, we may as well show some of the of the ones that
no more editing on the phone.
That's true. That's true, Jeremy. We may as well We may as well show some of the custom wraps that we had done that we're going to be using here. The G&G house. Look at these guys.
Look at
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Look at that.
Look at
That's
these.
so
Those are
Man.
awesome.
crispy. Yeah.
Bro, that is
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Look at
fucking
that.
rad.
That is so sexy.
Oh yeah.
That is sexy.
Now, also,
Ooh.
those shots are taken in the studio that we're working on too. So me and Ryan are going to be doing a daily show here on Geeks and Gamers very soon from that studio. We may start it a little sooner, just to kind of get the ball rolling on that. But it'll be a Monday through Friday show, probably about an hour and a half tops. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to talk about the relevant news topics and clip some of that stuff out, potentially having some guests in-house as well. So the ball is officially rolling here. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah. And yes, gamer word that can hold like 1 million tabs. You guys have seen how many tabs it can handle on all of my streams. So yeah, they're great people and they do great work and they support us, which is fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. So thank you guys. We appreciate it. Keep dropping those links all stream mods. And we're going to jump into our first topic of the night. And it has to be pretty much, I think, the only thing we should jump into to start. And that is the new social justice Ninja Turtles situation with the, as Ryan called it, the fat black April O'Neil. And it has caused a lot. There's been a lot of discussion about this. You got Angry Joe going after Ripa and others. Ripa made a response to it. I loved watching his response to it. I think Angry Joe is probably going to ignore it to the best visibility because guys like that seem to think that if they don't acknowledge it, it'll go away. Angry Joe doesn't understand who he's fucking with at this point because it's not just going to go away if you put your head down. If you man up and actually have a man-to-man conversation with Ripa, I mean, I think that might help, but he can speak for himself here, but I think that's going to do you better than just running away from the problem. But I guess Ripa, the whole chat was talking about that. So where are you at on this right now?
Yeah, so I don't know, man. The problem with talking about the just the elephant in the room, that's Angry Joe shit, is he likened myself and obviously others, but he said we were one of two things. We were either racist, obviously, and then he claimed basically we were pedophiles, essentially. Which that's a pretty egregious fucking claim in terms of what we're referring to. And obviously I responded, you guys go check that video out there. But really, all this stems from is, as people have documented, the April O'Neil shit. This is the post right here, where he's saying that again, you're either racist or if you're not, the not racist weirdos is talking about 12-year-olds being hot and sexy and shit. So either way, that's something I take exception to, and I was dead serious when I said, in the event that I run into him, which is highly likely, we're in the same state. If he's at one of these cons, and I just happen to roll up in there, words will be exchanged in person about this specific post because I take exception to that. It's one thing to disagree. It's one thing to not like what it is that I'm saying, but likening me to or anything I'm associated with to something like that is something that is well beyond just hey, I think this guy's stupid type shit. Nonetheless, especially considering that he was like centerpiece of some really questionable shit within his own fucking camp. Nonetheless, this stems from what you see right here, and that's April O'Neil in the new Seth Rogen produced. I told y'all that over a year ago. That shit was dead on arrival. To the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, what it's called, Mutant Mayhem or whatever the hell it is.
Yep.
Mutant Mayhem, yeah.
And obviously you see fat black April O'Neil. Now, of course, this comes from this. For those of you that don't keep up with this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, this myth. This recently, it's much like the X-Men civil rights. This is one of the things that I can compare it to, as in, this was something that was not talked about for 30 fucking years, 40 years in the case of in the case of X-Men. You can't find any documentation of it. You can't find any Stan Lee talking about that until the X-Men movie started coming out in the 2000s, and then all of a sudden this myth gained legs that they were based on, particularly Magneto and Professor X, on Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm X, which is saying actually bad things considering Magneto's original conception. But it's the same thing where in the 2000s there was this myth that just popped up out of fucking nowhere, in which people were discussing April's race. That conversation did not fucking happen. It was never a point of contention or anything. And the way that you can go prove that is simply go look at the surface level research, which highlights a couple of different things. Her first appearance was in the second, was it Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by Laird and Kevin Eastman. And that was on the second issue where she meets the turtles and whatnot. She is white as shit. And not only can you see that she's white as shit, she's sitting next to a character that is black. And she's a completely different fucking shade than him. And this is obviously in black and white. They had to work with what they got. Now, you've probably seen the issue 11, which has been shared around, which for whatever reason, people think a fair-skinned person with curly hair in the 80s is somehow means she's a light-skinned black woman. Fucking moronic, considering that we've seen her colored iterations prior to that issue, right? On the cover of that second issue, as well as, or that third, the second issue is the third reprint, as well as the fucking like the colored trade paperback of the first few issues, which came out in 1986. She was white as shit. It's not up for debate. It's not up for dispute. But people are sharing this stuff around, the black and white version iteration. They're sharing these that one issue 11, even though she's literally white in that actual comic. And when she does get the curly hair in that fourth issue, she talks about her getting the curly hair and getting a new hairdo. That's specifically what it is that she talks about.
She got a fucking perm in the 80s. Crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy that white people had fucking perms in the 80s. Yeah. I guess Cher's fucking a light-skinned black woman, apparently. I did not know that, but let these people tell it that's the case. This is something that's been thoroughly debunked. You will also see, for people that haven't watched my previous video, and it's the last thing I'll bring up before I let everybody else talk on it. You'll hear people talk about Eastman and saying that he designed her off his ex-wife. That is verifiably false. One, there's 2 points of contention on that. Number one, people are getting that quote from actually Peter Laird and what he had to say, and he suggested when he was answering a question that was specifically based on that myth, he says that he suspects that's who it came from, was Eastman. It's not saying that Eastman himself actually confirmed it on his own account. But when Eastman has talked about it, he talked about it in his autobiography, and he says that she was originally conceptualized, made by Pete, actually, and Pete designed her to be Asian originally, and he named her after a black woman that he once knew. That's where that whole thing came from, and people are misquoting that one quote and saying, well, he actually designed. He's saying that he designed her off his ex-wife. That is verifiably false. The two things that we have of Kevin Eastman's account of the I guess origin or creation, let's say, of April O'Neil was the one I just mentioned, and another time where he talks about it in his book, where he discusses and he says something along the lines of, in the summer of 1984, right? This is so right before the book actually was published. He says there was only two things that were up for dispute. That was the race of Baxter, and that was the name of April O'Neil, not the race of O'Neil, the name of April O'Neil. So this is something that I've debunked with actual facts, evidence that is verifiable, but it has not stopped these fucking brainlets, including Angry Ho, from claiming that, people are racist and, hey, April O'Neil was originally created black. Big shout out to Razor Fist. He also did a video today that came out like right before the show went live. And he talked about the same thing it is that I talk about. And you guys know he's a big Ninja Turtles guy as well. So, yeah, these guys are fucking retards.
Yeah, well, it's the same. Like, a lot of this reminds me of what happened when the Princess Peach thing, when I criticized how, the whole thing with her having the weapon in the trailer, and all these people would they found like this manga from like back in the day where Peach was like fighting or something. None of them had ever fucking heard of this manga.
Just
none
of them have heard of
it. One person probably found it, and then they all ran with it. Not one single person ever thought of Peach as a fighter. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean she can't, whatever, that's fine. But they all ran with this one little narrative that spreads because they love to just Wikipedia stuff when they're
Yep.
arguing about
And
it. You
they're
know what
all
I mean?
sharing the same
So-
fucking Screen Rant article,
Right.
as it pertains to this, which is actually just a bunch of opinions that is tied into this, into what was actually claimed. And you'll know they're NPCs and bots because they continue to reference that same exact article like it's the same fucking default.
Right. Now, Rolo, I know you're the Turtles guy, so where are you at with all this? Are you excited for Fat Black April?
No, I just hate how, first of all, I mean, look, not that anybody can't be named anything, but when your name is O'Neill, that usually tells you a little bit about somebody's origins. Now, that doesn't mean that you can't have some grandfather and you can be quarter O'Neill or something like that, but that's highly unlikely. Let's just throw that out there first. But I don't have the history, obviously, that Ripa gave there was fantastic, and that kind of just destroys any legitimacy to any of their claims. But this is what we see all the time. We see them always try to do a race swap, gender bend, something like that. And you can tell it's always a trap. I mean, knowing that this is Seth Rogen, you know that this is basically a trap. Seth Rogen, you know that he was sitting there and he was like, I'm going to do some shit that's just going to piss people off. And it's going to be mainly the PR stunt with everything. So I'm going to take April O'Neil, who we know has been characterized a certain way since the beginning, and we're just going to swap route. And I'm going to throw that out there, and that's basically a bomb that all these conservatives or all these old school fanboys or whoever he thinks is going to get pissed off are going to jump on it, and then we just get to call them racist, and that's it. That's the only purpose for any of this. There's no other reason for it other than setting it up as a trap. And that's just characteristic of what they do. I mean, Velma was like that. Velma was so bad, though, that even they couldn't defend it. So at the end of the day, I could see this probably ending up the same way, knowing who's making it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Now it seems like every time they're race swapping a character, they're making him fat too. They're going for double diversity.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think we should point out that this is a bigger discussion about the ramifications of race swapping. Because this is not actually the first time that April O'Neil has been depicted as black. There's a cartoon out there, Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. May have been another one as well that came out several years ago, that depicts April O'Neil as black. You know what I mean? And there was discussion about it back then. There's backlash back then. But what happens when you make these decisions to race swap a character, colorblind casting if it's live action, whatever bullshit they come up with? You can't undo it. Because what happens if you undo it? Then they come and attack you. They say, oh, you can't take that away. Look at the diversity you gave us. You give us this, you gave us that. You can't do that. So now you almost get locked into this stuff. And it's clear the design for this character, this squat little fat, like black girl. Like, what are you trying to do with this character? Not only are you going with this race swap, but you're also making them and we're not talking about, I know Angry Joe, every time someone talks about a child, he immediately jumps to sexualization. It's weird, Angry Joe. I don't know why that's in your head all the time. But it's clear what you're trying to do by shoving a big fat person in front of people's face. You're trying to normalize this stuff. And if you are targeted towards kids, you're trying to normalize them being unhealthy and fat as fuck. That's not a good thing, is it? At least it's not a good thing in my opinion. But it's funny, and then you call it out. You say, hey, look what they put in front of me. They've put a fat black April O'Neil in front of me, and you get called racist. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what she is. She's fat and black intentionally. Yeah. That's why they made her that way.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the Lucasfilm post that we talked about a few weeks ago with the fat lesbians, and they were just like, we knew exactly what was. I don't care who you were. The moment that picture was posted on social media, we all knew what was about to happen. Okay, we all knew what was about to happen, and so it's like that's what they're doing. They're using everything about people. That if you're not a white dude, they are going to use your identity so that they can basically are using you as a chess piece. You know, they're just moving you where they can so that they can get what they need out of it. And this is the disgusting narrative from Hollywood. You know, go ahead.
No, I mean, you know what also is kind of, look, this is racist on their part too, because you think about it. So you have April O'Neil, who's portrayed as an attractive white woman. They jump to a fat black woman instead of trying to say, like, let's portray her as like Halle Berry or something like that, like an attractive black woman.
Yep.
So they always go like they portray the minorities as like a worse version of that white character too. So it's like, are you trying to get like virtue signal points, or are you trying to be offensive too? So this is kind of like where it goes as well when it comes to this, and you can see that that's their internalized racism
Jeremy,
if they want to go there.
Show the exclusive clip of April O'Neil that you have.
Yeah, I believe she's running towards a car.
She's running towards a car. Can you show the exclusive clip that Geeks and Gamers got of April O'Neil?
I don't think we should show that, guys. This is a serious comment. Never mind.
Damn! That was one of the turtles. That said
One more for the people in the back.
Damn! I like the stunt coordinator did a great job in selling that.
That's actually when April found out that Michelangelo stole the last piece of pizza. That's what's going to happen in this new one, apparently.
Hey, I got it. Look at this message here. Ruben says, I lost 75 pounds in a year, and I'm going to do it even better this time. And I'm going to dance my way up the stage and shake everybody's hand at the next meetup as I'm done sitting. That is awesome, Ruben. Shout out to you, brother.
Congratulations.
Ruben's awesome, man. Shout out to you, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, they're trying to check all the minority boxes into one character. Is what they're doing. They're seeing how much virtue signaling can they do and check the boxes with doing minimal work, and they're putting it in one character. And anything that Seth Rogen is attached to nowadays, whether it's Christmas Inc. or Santa Inc., whatever the name of that dog shit show was that he did, and everything he does just turns to shit nowadays. He should have stuck to his stoner comedies that he was doing 12, 15 years ago. But now, ever since Seth Rogen's gone the political virtue signaling route, everything that he touches turns to shit, and that's exactly what it is. It's insulting because, you know, if you do want to race swap whatever the fuck her name is,
April O'Neil is what somebody in the chat said. April O'Neil.
That's a good
one.
I
like that one.
And like what Rolo said, it's almost insulting. Like, why not make her an attractive black woman? Like something that's like, you know, not insulting and too on the nose. They're just trying to check all these boxes and do minimal work and put it on one person.
Yeah, it's so like it's so easy to point out at this point in time. And as I said in my video, it's just like, it doesn't matter. These weirdos, these freaks, they're gonna label you this, they're gonna call you that. We know what you're gonna say. It means nothing anymore. It means absolutely nothing. And it's like, I remember when I actually cared years and years ago if somebody called me a racist or a sexist, because again, those words used to actually mean something. They have no meaning whatsoever now. The tide is turning. More people are calling this out. More people are waking up to this. More people have realized that this is nonsense. And it's widespread. The criticism is widespread. And so now is at a point where they fully understand. They have a plan. They're going to use the criticism to keep virtue signaling every time. They know what's happening. They know what's coming for them. And they're not going to change anything they're doing. So, Jay, what do you think about this?
I agree.
You know, he complains because I always say, "What do you think, Ryan?" Ryan gives me 15 minutes of gold, and I throw it to Jay, and he's like, yeah, "I just wonder what Ryan."
Because you guys said everything. It's true.
All right, Jay. Comment on this version of April O'Neil, please.
I missed that episode. I need to know the number. Movies, Krista.
Did Krista just?
But actually, you know what?
Wait, Krista.
What?
Krista.
I was not ready for that. I was not ready for that. What just happened?
Huh?
Krista said boobies. But actually, Ryan is correct that we are normalizing unhealthy behavior, and we are just letting it go as if it's not a big deal because we don't want it to offend people. I mentioned this not, a little bit off from Turtles, but Walt Disney World theme park right now is changing. They have changed 2 of their rides to accommodate not just large people, but morbidly obese people so that they could fit in their rides because they complained. These are the people that don't walk when they're at the park. They ride in the scooters and then they get into the rides. They just released a new ride, Tron, and people were complaining that they can't fit on the ride because they're way too big. So Disney is planning on changing the seats instead of a motorcycle where you just kind of sit there like a lap bar to enjoy the ride. Big shout out to Universal, and they complained about the Mario Kart ride being too not fat people friendly. They just said, well,
See you later.
Go ride
See you
something
later.
else. Like, but I don't know. Like, you know, used to watch movies and shows, and it was like I'd watch like Sylvester Stallone, like Rocky 3 and the training montage, and I'm like, I got to go to the freaking gym.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's like I got to go to the gym because look what's going on here. But they, you know, now it's just like it's okay to be unhealthy and large, and look at your heroes; they're all big, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. So I think it's just a bigger. The more you look into it, I think it's just a bigger thing. They want you unhealthy. They want you on pill. I mean, we could go through that whole rabbit hole, but it's like they just want you that. You know, that's why when Ripper like tweets out, "Don't be fat," people like lose their minds. You know, they freaking lose their minds over that tweet. It's bizarre, you know?
Yeah, they hate when I call people fat.
April O'Neil does not exist to be easy on the eyes for you. Just understand that, everyone.
So I'm not looking to be easy on the eyes. It's just I think it's just a bigger picture of like, you know, normalizing obesity, and it's not normal.
Here's what I was telling.
There's like a balance between easy on the eyes and like not having to take insulin every 8 hours or something. You know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, it's just ironic. We're in a world now where you hear like every celebrity's on like a diabetes medication to lose weight now. But then on social media, they're like body positivity. Meanwhile, I'm going to go to the bathroom and like vomit all this stuff and be like this skinny and get plastic surgery all the time. So,
and for the record, I support those people.
Yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead.
Anything to not be fat.
But
yeah,
that's great.
One of the things that I noticed a lot too in those comments on Twitter and stuff, when Ripa or anybody, because one guy was like, obviously you guys never read the source material, and then somebody shared like a bunch of screenshots of her being white. And his response was, "Well, what does it even matter?"
Every time.
So that's the biggest thing is like they'll push him to be like, "Yeah, representation. Fuck yeah! Oh, this character's now gay, or this character's now fat and black, or now this character's a gay, fat, black, trans person." And they're like, "That's so awesome. We need that representation." Somebody's like, "That was never what that character was." They're like, "No. That's what the intention of the writer was when they made it. Nope, that's what it was. Nope, you know, Professor X, their stand-ins and stuff." And then when you prove that wasn't the case, they go, "Well, what does it even matter?" Okay,
why
guys,
do you care? It's a cartoon, and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. Like,
but you were just screaming about how awesome it was that this is happening finally, that you're seeing this representation, because they already know. And I mean, Rip has talked about this ad nauseum too, about the fact that, you know, they only see legitimacy in like white characters getting race swapped and all that stuff, you know, but the fact is they know that if they created an original character, they said, "Hey guys, you know, the new TMNT movie that's coming out, we got April, we got everybody, we got this new character. She's just an overweight black woman. Isn't that awesome? You guys like her character? Is that cool?" People wouldn't care. They'd be like, "Okay, why are you writing this new character in? What does she add to the story?" No, they only can see it if it's a character that's pre-established. They've got to add their intersectionality and their virtues to it to make it seem like, no, this is legitimate. See, the stories that you love and care about have always been like this, but they haven't. But if they lie enough about it, then people don't do the research, because they already know casual fans or new fans or people on Twitter that just want to feel good about themselves aren't going to actually do the work, aren't going to do the research or anything. They're just going to run with whatever lie, whatever narrative has been pushed, and then they go, "Nope, that's what it is." And if we say it enough, then everybody will just start to believe it.
Yeah, it's like think about the amount of viral tweets and videos that I've seen of people saying that she was originally created to be this. It's insane. But you know, that's the one thing about social media, is that so many people are saying things confidently, even though it's simply not true, but it does validate their preconceived kind of notions of what they want to be true. It's all part of that gaslight, which is why, to, you know, Mike's point and the point I've made many times before, they love to pull that whole, well, this is awesome, it should have always been this way, yada yada. And then when you prove them wrong, it's, why do you care so much? It's just cartoons, it's just it's just that. It's like, and to that, it's just, I have a simple question. If, let's say, like what they will say with April, it doesn't matter, it's inconsequential to the character. Well, why change it?
Yeah.
If it doesn't matter, why change it? And you're not just changing her to be like a better version, no, you're changing her to be a fat black version. And it's animation. Like, you can't even pull the card that you usually pull in live action is, oh, this was the best person for the job. It's a fucking animation. The person's a voice actor. They're not seen. So why on earth are you warping this character to be this other than to check a box? And Nickelodeon is historical for doing this. They now, like, look, the reason why you're gonna see more of this is because Hollywood has painted themselves in the corner with all these awards and shit they like to give themselves, where they can't even be eligible for them if certain things don't appear on screen. There's not a certain number of X amount of minority groups that appear on screen, and also that are working behind the scenes. So of course you're going to see all these random swaps for versions of these characters, even though they don't make any fucking sense. It's the corner that they painted themselves in, and given the opportunity, that's what it is that they're going to do. Especially when an asshole like Seth Rogen is, of course, part of it. This is exactly what they want to do. And you know, comics to me, not to me, this is what they are. They're a visual medium. And so I get sick and fucking tired of these weirdos who insist that people have an issue when, like, someone points out like a needless change, right? You're not making this material better. It's a needless change. And then they're like, well, it's just this, it's just that. It's like, dude, people spend all of this money either collecting or reading, keeping up with all of this material. And of course it's rational for them to have some level of expectation when they see this character outside of, let's say, the books or outside of that. It's not to say that everything has to be a direct 1-by-1, but they're not being irrational because they expect some level of accuracy as it pertains to some level of the source material. But, you know, for people that don't know, the original crew, which is a non-point anyway, the original creators are not a part of any of this shit. By the way, they haven't owned fucking Laird sold the rights to fucking them for like $60 million. He went away, got away with the loot long ago. This shit is owned by Viacom, Nickelodeon, and it's been this way for a very, very long time. This isn't something like, oh, this is in the vision of the original creators. It hasn't been that way for a long time. In fact, when you saw it go off the rails, for you guys that may not remember, in the mid to late 90s when Ninja Turtles fell off, definitely after they had that whole fucking female, they tried to introduce that female Ninja Turtle, and then they both split because of that. Laird and Eastman don't even fuck with each other, and haven't, because of that whole ordeal. So it's not like we're seeing the vision by seeing fat black fucking April. We're just seeing the vision be lived out by way of the creatives. That is not true. They're not even part of the fucking project. And Eastman hasn't been a part of Ninja Turtles in fucking forever. It's just this is not my opinion. Again, these are facts, but let fucking Redditors born in 2000s tell it. We have no idea what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Well, what is the under over on her being
I wouldn't be
bi
surprised.
or
Actually, I'm
asexual? Like,
expecting it.
1000%.
yeah.
Gotta check
That's what I'm
all
saying.
those boxes,
They're
man.
checking all those boxes into one person.
Yes.
Yeah,
So,
10 to 1 odds. She looks asexual to me based off of some of the other asexuals we've seen coming out lately. So
hey,
They're gonna-
asexuals are dangerous, man. One of them ended Matt Walsh's career today. I don't know if you saw that. That was pretty. That was devastating. I mean, Jeremy's chocolate, Jeremy's razors are all done now over that one. It
that
was brutal.
person's face is so circular. Like it's like they shoved their head in a fucking perfect circle and just let it grow that way for like 5 years and then pulled it out and made that fucking video.
Well, I'll show. Chat's probably wondering. So again, I just want you guys to understand, Matt Walsh's career is over. Daily Wire is done. Okay, it's over. Ben Shapiro has already announced his retirement. It's over. Jordan B. Peterson stopped cleaning his room. Like, it's done.
Stop
okay?
washing his penis.
So witness the end of Matt
God
Walsh.
damn!
Okay?
Goodness.
Witness
It's a
the end of
basketball.
Matt Walsh.
Yeesh.
So
You got
this is what
stung by a
happens.
whole beehive.
You don't want to like. This is what happens, Matt Walsh. Okay.
Credit to those bees because they stung her in a perfect circle. Now. Right.
Here we go.
That's messed up.
So I heard that all you have to do to piss off Matt Walsh is to be asexual and have plushies. So I'm asexual. Let's meet my plushies.
Oh my gosh.
Is this a
He
real
This is
thing?
Lotus. She, her.
Oh my gosh, she gave him pronouns?
This is Beetlejuice. He, him.
Like, we should be treating this shit as a myth.
This is Lake. He, him.
What is this?
Caden. She, they.
She forgot her pronouns for her own pluck and pluck.
Yeah, she forgets them here in a
Palm,
minute.
he, him,
Palm.
Palm.
Is this a TikTok?
Meadow,
What is this?
they, them.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Fucking shit,
Yeah,
man.
have you? She's starting to breathe now. She's got to reach for all these things.
This is a
Priscilla,
fucking
she, her.
workout.
It's
Yeah.
a workout for the
What are the
day.
pronouns?
I'm doing this right?
No.
I don't. Not
Am
really.
I making myself proud? Do you
Oh,
like
maybe
me?
this one was Priscilla. I don't know which one's Priscilla.
But I know their
I think that one was
pronouns. I just don't
Priscilla.
know their
I don't know
fucking
this one's
names.
name.
What a terrible owner.
We'll figure that out.
Well, you
People
failed
got
at
problems.
making Matt Walsh
Let me
angry.
forget my
This
kids'
is mental
names.
illness. In any other
Yeah.
context,
Yes.
you
Yep.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah!
The fact that
unbelievable.
the fact that this thing describes itself as asexual, like, listen, all asexual means is that nobody wants to fuck you, and you're so fat you can't reach your fucking pussy anymore. Like, that's all that asexual means, right? That's the definition for these freaks.
We have we have some comments. We have some comments.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Thank you, Alex. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Alex.
It's
Yeah,
funny
so,
because
Matt Walsh is done.
These
Matt
people
Walsh
should not be
It's just-
taking, like, literally nothing this person ever says, the way they look, the way they act, the way they talk. None of it should ever be taken seriously. They should be mocked. They should be shamed. They should get help.
100%.
Like, people in their lives
Agreed.
should not stop doing that and not stop making them get help. Like, you can't pretend that that's okay. You
Yeah,
can't
it's not
pretend like
normal
this
behavior.
person can be a functional member of this society. Otherwise, society's going to fucking crash and burn and die if you allow that shit to fester, if you allow stuff like that to continue.
Yeah.
100%.
Specifically the plushies, but
absolutely.
also everything else too.
No, I'm good with plushies.
Hey, Krista likes plushies, so I don't think there's a direct connection to plushies and people like that. So- but back to what Ryan was saying, like that is 100% accurate. Like, it's fun to meme, it's fun to laugh, it's fun to roast, whatever. It's just, mental health is a serious fucking problem right now. It's a serious problem.
It's going to be
And-
celebrated. We
Yes,
celebrate.
it is 100%
Yeah.
celebrated. These people put like all of these made up mental problems in their bio, and then I think they will a lot of them into existence.
Oh,
Once
100%.
you know what I mean? So
Because they get attention for it.
right,
Yep.
right. So they basically they determine whatever they want to label themselves as, and then they ultimately start willing that into existence because they get so much attention for it, and then they just become reliant upon that, and it becomes who they are because you have the media, you have Hollywood, you have these politicians, and they're all just celebrating this shit. And it's like, no, it should not be celebrated. It should be addressed. It's a problem, but you're making it something that like there's always people that are lazy in life or don't want to do anything or don't want to work or don't want to earn or don't want to build or whatever.
There will
But you're
always be a
encouraging
bottom
them,
10%
so-
of society.
Yes, no matter what. And you're just encouraging more of that behavior now, that more than we've ever seen before when you continue to celebrate this type of stuff. So it's a serious problem. So meme it, laugh at it. That's fine. That's part of life. But if you have somebody in your life that is like that, like at least try, you know what I mean? You can't save everybody, but at least try to save somebody. It's insane, man.
All of the shit that we're talking about in the entertainment pop culture sphere, the agenda that we're talking about. Look at these recent polls that are out there with 20% of Gen Zers identifying as some sort of fucking member of the alphabet community.
It's a trend.
That's an
Yeah.
indication that, guess what? Everybody's plan to fucking take over and put this agenda. It's fucking working. It's working when they control entertainment, when they control the universities, when they control all these aspects of life and are indoctrinating people into thinking that like some of this shit is normal. This is the end result. That's why it's important what we're talking about.
It's a fad. It's like a popular haircut or a hobby. Like when I was 12 years old, like, you know, it was popular to get into skateboarding. And then, you know, you get into high school, it's popular, you know, you play sports. But to these freaks, you know, it's popular. What mental illness do I have today? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, like, when you become more aware of something, the goal is to use it to like build society. So if you become aware of people's mental health, and it's like, hey, we now understand some things about how people's brains work that we didn't before, so that we can fix it and we can get better. But that's not the thing. The thing was, okay, cool, yeah, like I have this or I'm this, or like now everybody's on the spectrum at some point, and you make it as broad and general as you possibly can to fit as many people as you possibly can onto this new train of thought that you have, and then you go, cool, now let's just validate everybody and tell everybody, yeah, you have this thing and stuff like that, and it's okay, because all we're gonna do is give you, pills, or we're gonna, talk about how wonderful it is, but never actually help these people. They don't want, like, it's never about how do I get past this, or this is how I deal with it, this is how I cope with it so I can be successful and grow and be a better person. None of it. It's just like, stay right where the fuck you are, be on TikTok and like talk about your fucking plushies and shove another cheeseburger down your gullet while everybody fucking talks to you, but like it's frankly like there's no end game. It's just stay where the fuck you are and never grow and never get any better. And it's embarrassing. And
the end game is to
scary.
collapse society.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
Well, that's the ultimate conspiracy.
We got a biddy from Hayden.
Oh,
Biddy.
Hayden!
People need to be mocked. It's the only way to stop our society from full collapse. We are hitting behavioral sink. From the rat utopia experiments, we have to put an end to this. Let them live their lives. Don't let them be the center of attention. Well, and look, that's what I was thinking about this today with the fact that Angry Joe used to be he used to seem like he was on this mega platform, just like a lot of people I used to watch. Your John Campias and Christian Harlow and all that shit. And it's like a lot of us have like gotten a following that rivals these guys now, and it just shows you like. And I saw some of these weirdos that go after a lot of us. Ripa's their favorite target though, for real, boy. Holy shit. But they keep talking about they keep gaining followers. Yeah, motherfucker, because we're dropping bombs, we're dropping truth bombs, and people agree with us. Like most normal level-headed people agree with that. They're tired of the nonsense. That's ultimately what this comes down to. And so I think that it's a slow process, but I think that the tide is turning. I think the pendulum is swinging. It ain't going to happen overnight. It ain't going to happen tomorrow. You're not going to wake up tomorrow and everything's going to be saved. That's not what's going to happen, but it's a slow process. I mean, 5 years ago, nobody could have believed that Ripa as a YouTuber could pull off what he pulled off. You know what I mean? And it's unbelievable what he did. He set a new standard for everybody that doesn't want to just walk down the line of the narrative. And those opportunities are out there. So things are changing. It's not going to happen overnight though. I think a lot of people have to realize that brick by brick.
Well, and that's the thing. Once again, like with Ripa, I mean, just compounding on what Jeremy said, like he did it without all the accolades, without all the people talking about it and screaming about it from all their news publications and all of their websites and all of that shit. They fucking ignored him and openly admitted it in Reddit forums, everything. We all saw it. They were like, no, we're not going to talk about that. We don't want to give a platform to that. And he still did that fucking well. And then the people that they do support and talk about and extol and put on these fucking platforms either aren't getting paid by the companies they're working for, or they aren't making anything. They're not selling their shit. And then they, like, in 2 months, they're like, hey, y'all, I'm running another GoFundMe so you guys can help me get my next project off the ground.
So many comic pros are, I'm having trouble fucking
I can't pay my bills.
Paying for the storage. Please buy some shit. The gay-ass comics that they putting out. I mean, literally gay comics that they're putting out that nobody's fucking buying. Everybody talks about, I'm being co-signed. I got all the accolades, and some bookstores purchased the shit and it can't sell it, obviously, but they have it. It's all optics, and that's what all this shit is about. And look, man, I talk about this extensively on my channel, and just how, particularly with the authoritarian left, this is why they work so hard to control these different mediums. It's because we sit up here and highlight it, but you see how retarded a lot of this stuff is, because that's exactly what it is. But what the authoritarian social justice left understood is that they didn't need the best ideas in order to win. They just needed control of the things that people had valued or neglected. And that's what they use to their advantage. So when you talk about the schools, when you talk about like entertainment and stuff, these are things that were important in some way, form, shape, capacity or something, and it was either neglected in terms of its importance, or it was they were just solely infiltrating it. And that's more of what happened. And he got here because of a long-term kind of process. Just what happened with, definitely in the 2015, like 2015, 2016, definitely obviously with the whole Trump phenomenon, it just broke so many fucking people. And then you saw people go full mask off. So a lot of your favorite creatives that people like a lot of us here watch just went insane. That includes the Angry Ho. And all the things that he would say. Trump broke that motherfucker.
2016 broke that dude.
Yeah, same thing. Jim Sterling, these motherfuckers got broke by for whatever reason, and they told on themselves. And now because they have kind of cultivated that audience, they can't really turn around from that. So they're going to continue to sort of double down on these terrible fucking ideas with all of this material. But I think that's why they get to hating us so much. You see that whatever the amazing, almost called him a freaking game warrior. I was very close there, going after neurotic and shit. These fucking has-beens are going after us now because basically in the eyes of so many people, we replace them in terms of their content, and we don't got to kiss ass to do that. So yeah, of course they're gonna set aim on us because we're kind of cutting into that pie that they thought was fixed. When it actually wasn't. We grew our own, and they told on themselves, and people are just not necessarily into that shit anymore. So when you present yourself as just a normal human being, you'd be surprised how many people just are like, man, I'm more akin to that line of thinking, as opposed to some idiot screaming that he's mad at other people because I don't know, they fucking didn't vote for the guy he wanted them to vote for and other stupid shit.
It is pretty amazing. Interesting, isn't it, Eric, when these guys who like have like a bigger platform, more subscribers, all this stuff, when the videos that get the biggest traction for them for months and
talking about us.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
It's kind of funny how that works.
Weird how that works.
Yeah. I mean, it is the 2016 element. It just, you're never going to run out of people that broke. And it really did. I mean, again, I talk about the Campias and all that. It's like Campia literally got broke after 2016, broken. And I remember someone made a negative comment about his wife. And this was like in 2019, I think. The guy made no reference to like Trump or politics or anything, but he blamed the negative comment, the mean comment on the internet on Donald Trump. And it's like, you think that mean comments on the internet are directly connected to Donald Trump? Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? So he retweeted. He's like, this is Trump's America. Look how this man's talking to me about my wife. And it's like, bro, Modern Warfare 2 lobbies happened before Trump ever became a thing. Like, are you kidding me right now? It's wild. And yeah, like Yang Ye's another one. You know what I mean? I've seen him just lose it. He got his spurg out.
All the motherfuckers got bug broke.
Yeah.
Orange motherfuckers.
You know that they've gone crazy too, because for a long time, and maybe that is the Trump effect, is that for a long time, like people that are conservative or Republicans, they're like, well, we have to be nice. We've got to take the higher ground. And, we have to be better than them and prove, like, we got to prove to the independents that we're not the crazy ones so that we'll look like the mature adults. I'm like, dude, unfortunately, that's not going to work, because they understand that that's how we're going to play the game. Yep. So they're like, oh, you're going to play honorably? So, okay, so the rules are we're going to walk 10 paces, turn around, and then shoot each other. No, they're going to turn around after one pace and shoot you in the back. And unfortunately, after years, maybe at the beginning, whenever this started, you could have tried to do that and try to be the bigger man. But once they saw, like, that strategy's not going to work, I'm just going to beat you over the head and then talk a lot of shit, even if I'm wrong, because you're just going to sit there and be like, but I'm trying to treat you with respect and dignity, and you're yelling at me in my face. Yeah, because I know that I'm going to beat you at the end of the day acting like a dumbass. Because I don't care. I have no dignity. I don't care about myself. My only goal is to get what I want, and it's by any means necessary. It's always by any means necessary with these people. And so that's why you have to understand, now when you give them any sort of pushback, even if the pushback is just no, that it could just be no. That's it at this point. You're not even
them. Yep. They consider. They gaslight you in the
that's it.
You're attacking them by simply saying fuck off.
Yeah. I want to participate. That's not good enough, because it's not, you can't even walk away now. It's like, no. You have to accept my religion, carry my totem everywhere with you, and make sure that you use the secret code. If not, that's it. You're just as bad as my enemy if you're trying to stay neutral.
And they have to win and be right 100% of the time.
Yeah.
And they scream and shout tolerance and being tolerant of people while they have to be right, and you have to believe everything, all the fucking weird shit that they have. That's normal now, and you have to accept it while they accept nothing of the other side.
So, yeah, absolutely. I was going to say, no, this is not live. We pre-recorded this because Jay bought out Geeks and Gamers with all of his money, and
can't even get a word in.
This next section is dedicated to him. So,
No.
3PO, you have the floor. Go. So anyway, moving on to the next.
See you later.
Speaking of someone who got broke, can you share my screen, please?
Let's see.
This is Seth Rogen. He just did an interview. He says, I think if most critics knew how much it hurts the people that made the things that they were writing about, they would second guess the way they would write these things.
Didn't this dude dismiss somebody getting their car broken into?
Yeah. He said deal with it. That's what happens in LA.
And look at the title. It says,
motherfucker.
It says Seth Rogen gets brutally honest about negative reviews.
Oh my God, man.
He also paints his fingernails.
These people, man.
That is
I want to see
Jay
who
read
comments,
that.
though. I want to see who comments, like, if they're the same people that have been criticizing, like, Ripa or anybody else, and be like, didn't you just agree with Seth Rogen and say that it hurts people's feelings when you say something mean?
Well, that's the difference between us and them. Like, we say shit about them. They have literal mental fucking breakdowns. We get called, look, everybody on this panel has probably been called the fucking most worst shit that you could possibly fucking conceive, right?
That's just by Ryan, though.
I mean, not really.
No, Ryan calls me the worst stuff on the internet. But I know what your point. I know.
Right? Yeah, exactly. We call each other fucking worse. To be completely honest. But no, they say all kinds of fucked up foul shit about us, but we just aren't the ones having mental breakdowns based on it, and we will respond to it, we'll push back, we'll do whatever. Whereas to them, they literally cannot fucking handle it. They don't even know what it looks like. And I mean, going back to the whole mental illness conversation, it lends itself to that. This is why I hate the whole, definitely with the kids trans shit, right? Like, think about how that in itself, they weaponize that against these children with this whole gender affirming care shit. Well, they would say that, well, basically, this person's going to end up harming themselves in the event that you don't get them these, blockers or start assisting with that transition. Now, granted, the data does not show that they're less likely to do that even after the whole conversion thing. But just imagine how insane that shit is, and that thought process is. Like, you're gonna do something to yourself, or you think this person's gonna do something to themselves if we don't affirm your existence, and that's fucking dangerous. That's fucking dangerous. It's essentially saying you need to fall in line and affirm everything it is that we believe, or we're gonna harm ourselves. And I'm like, in what world is that fucking normal? In what world should that be treated as normal behavior?
Yeah. And then it makes it really rough when you cut off half of your arm to make yourself a skin penis, and after all that, you're still unhappy with yourself.
Mutilation is like the worst. Like,
they're doing it to kids.
Yeah, I know. I think I think like if in 10 years, first off, at a minimum, all these doctors haven't lost all their licenses. Second of all, they should be in prison. They should be in prison. If this isn't looked back upon and saying, like, didn't we fight World War II to stop some of this shit? Like, stop stuff like this, people being experimented on and mutilated, especially children. So this is the disgusting part about all of it, that this is what they're doing. And it's irreversible. You're permanently damaging these children. They can't make this decision. They don't comprehend what's going on. You've convinced them, well, you've got to be the opposite. You got to be the opposite gender because you're a boy and you play with dolls or some crap like that, like one time. So your mom's going to be like, oh man, now we got to cut off your stuff just because of that.
You picked up a Canadian bear stuffed animal, and all of a sudden, someone thinks you're a woman.
Yeah.
And the reality is these kids are going to be adults one day, and one way or another going to be thrust into society and tried to be a functioning part of society. And a lot of them aren't going to be able to fucking do it.
Yeah.
We see a lot of them can't fucking do it.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers is crazy, man. They can't. They literally can't function. Like they cannot like this is their TikTok is their way of trying to cope with that, but they can't really. They're not functional like beings being productive like in the culture.
Yeah, and look, this is going to be a reckoning that we're all going to have to pay for one way or another, because this is going to be exposed. So either we're going to have to, a lot of these people, it's not their own fault, because if you're not even an adult and adults are telling you, yes, you have to do these things. You got to get these puberty blockers. You got to cut off your stuff and do this. Like, you're going to have a generation of people that are like, what the hell happened? Like all the authorities that I followed, the government, the doctors, healthcare professionals, pharmaceutical industry, everybody told me this was the right thing to do. So either we're going to deal with lawsuits, insurance companies are going to go under, they should. Pharmaceutical companies need to be going after, doctors need to be gone after, and the government needs to be gone after. So now you have every single authority figure or, trusted industry out there that has turned against you for their agenda, whatever that is. All of the above, all the agendas that we've talked about here are sum that up, and they're going to try to get away with it. This is the crisis of our lifetime, in my opinion, because it is, you can't function. You cannot have a functioning society if you do this to people. So either we're going to pay for it in lawsuits that we're all going to have to pay for one way or the other, because insurance premiums are going to go up, or insurance companies are going to go get blown up, or pharmaceutical industry too, or the government is going to have to create some sort of program and be like, hey, you know what? Because we are the ones that perpetuated this, we're gonna have to pay for all these people to get therapy and treatment in the future because we endorse all this crap. So now we have to do the reverse of it to heal everybody, if we even can. If not, that's it. We're screwed. We sold a bill of goods that people got screwed over with.
Well, and a lot of this got started because there was, all the statistics about, 50% of that, this community is, offing themselves and stuff like that, and then ignoring the fact that even after, I think Ryan said that even after all the gender affirming care, the statistics don't change at all. They're still doing it just as much. Yep. But the argument, and this has been done with, gun rights. This has been done with any time that any type of freedom has been stolen from people. It's been something has to be done because people are dying. Okay. Yep. And it's like, okay, well, like nobody wants anybody dying. But the thing is, like, just because you have an emotional response to something doesn't make whatever decision you come up with work. So you need to stop and think about the fact that what are you actually doing for people? What are you actually proposing for people? That doesn't matter, though, because if the powers that be go, this is an opportunity to gain power and leverage over your kids. This is an opportunity to start, pushing ideas and ideologies that will make them loyal to the state and make them loyal to these programs and these ideas and these concepts, that they'll turn on their own parents. And, you got kids lying to their parents and teachers going, I'll call you whatever names and whatever gender identity you want, and I won't tell your parents.
Actually keeping the shit away from the parents.
Yeah, it's they're predators, man. That's what it is. They're predators,
and they do it under the guise of I'm a hero and I'm helping the world be a better place.
Yep.
But listen. It starts with the pop culture that they're giving to kindergartens and first graders.
Yep.
As far as the graphic novels and books and educational system,
the music.
There's just a big thing going on now in Idaho, where the libraries and the elementary school libraries have just revealed the books that they're allowing children to look at, and it's cartoon stuff like this. It's basically pornography, and it's just like, it's okay. And there's actually a book out there that says this is how to keep things from your parents. This is in the school library. You could look, it's on Twitter. I was commenting on it before, and parents are trying to sign this whole bill to try to stop all that and get that out. But it just starts at that, that's just where it was. I mean, you can go back from like the hippies became the college teachers. The college teachers pushed the education in them. Now they have become teachers of the younger generation, and it's just this big, crazy circle.
Yeah. And they hire based off of your. They hire these professors and teachers based off of their voting history. They're looking. They look for a certain thing, and just so that they can peddle the the next thing.
Right.
The white pill of it all is that, at least, and then I can only hope that people now understand how serious it is because the children are involved. It's sad that it had to get to that point, but maybe now people can see, and the course can be corrected. Could you imagine, hey, you know, hell, they said that it wouldn't happen, you know, during the whole Obama administration, and when the gay marriage thing came up, and it was like, hey, you know, they just want to get married. That's all that it was. And, you know, people, the religious zealots and all those people who would say, man, no, they're going to at some point be trying to pump this shit into kids and children. And that was just denied. And then now you see, like, think about that. Just imagine.
We heard about the slippery slope. We didn't know they were going to fucking grease the damn thing.
Well, not even that. What they did is they cut the bitch off to where it became a cliff. It ain't no fucking slope. Like, we're at a free fall is essentially what it is. And we can't slow down. And, you know, the fact that we're having a conversation where there's people that are literally mutilating children, teenagers, and doing irreversible, we're talking double mastectomies, all that shit, irreversible fucking damage to these children, right? And we not wearing a bare knuckle box, you know, over this shit, to me just goes to show how crazy shit have gotten. Because even like, you know, during that whole thing, you're talking maybe 2010, if you'd had a conversation with someone, you'd be like, yeah, man, they're gonna be mutilating fucking children and changing genders and shit. They'd have called you a fucking nut. You're crazy. You're out of line. You're being overly dramatic and all this other shit. And yet here we are, where we have people that are not just doing it under the table. They're advocating that your children be mutilated, and they're seeing zero consequence for it. Like, ain't nobody ready to kick the teeth into these motherfuckers for doing this shit. We're not talking about adults, bro. I think that's just still crazy with adults. But at least we should have been able to say, okay, the children are off limits. If you want to do some weird shit, you reserve that liberty as an individual to do that shit. So you want to cut off your fucking arm or whatever, tattoo your eyeballs, whatever you want to do. As I might think you a stupid son of a bitch for doing it, but that is very well within your right. The children, at minimum, we should have been, no matter where you were at on this on the political spectrum, the children that should have been agreed upon, they are off limits, right? Yeah. Just preserve their innocence, let them grow into and prepare them for adulthood. And if they want to make some crazy decision like that, let them do it as adults. They couldn't even do that. They have come for your children, and not just that, they're fucking bragging about it, and ain't nobody ready to kick these motherfuckers.
Celebrating.
To me, this is where men need to step up. Really, let's be honest.
Right,
yeah, men need to be the ones that step up. So
who are the? It's generally women, and I'm not saying it as a slight. It's generally women that are supporting this fucking shit. If you go to drag queen story hour bullshit, you'll see that there's a bunch of particularly white women, white leftist women, bringing their children as they see these fucking weirdos dancing, doing sexual dances in front of fucking children. My bad, Rolo.
Yeah, no, man. It's because women, like, no offense, and look, I have this discussion with my wife all the time, and she agrees. It's called estrogen. I call it estrogen poisoning. Men have testosterone poisoning. Sometimes you say things and you're like, oh shit, like I said something stupid, didn't mean to say that. But it's the emotion, it's the bleeding heart. That sometimes it's like, well, we have to help this person. And it's like help at all costs sometimes. That's a very feminine trait. And it's like, I got to help this person. I have to find a way. Let's make them happy. I don't want them to suffer. And it's up to men to be like, no, sometimes this person needs to learn a lesson, or sometimes you have to step up here. Because how many times do you see these videos of the drag queen story hour where the moms are up there, they're cheering it on and everything, and you just see the dudes in the back. Ugly, you can see that the dudes are uncomfortable with it, but they're not doing shit. They're just sitting there in the back and they're like, oh yeah, like whatever, like I'm here. It's like, grow some balls, man. If you have an issue with this, you need to fight for your kids. Yep. You need to fight for your kids. See, this is a problem too. Too many men today think that they have no ownership over their kids or custody over their kids. They let the mom take over everything. Like, well, I can't say anything. I can't talk about abortion. I can't talk about kids. I can't have an opinion on any of these issues, these moral issues. It's my wife or the mom has to take care of this. No. Take ownership. Be a man. You are part of that relationship. If you don't want your kids exposed to this, fight for them. If you got to divorce the woman, get rid of her. Like, this is what you got to do. Like, you cannot allow this shit to happen. Step up, men. Grow some balls and stand up. And eventually women too will see the example and they'll be like, yeah, we can't do this crap, you know? And women need to step up too. Like, there are women out there too that it's the peer pressure. Like, oh man, like all my girlfriends, their kids are doing all this stuff. I can't do that. I can't be the only one. No. Stand up. Be a man, be a woman, take control of the situation. Don't become a social pariah. Are these people that you really want to be in the social circle with? I'll be the outcast. If these are all the people that I'm around, I won't be in any social circles. I can stay home and do my own shit. I'll go work out. Like, forget it.
Yeah.
It all started with Michael Keaton's Mr. Mom.
Yeah,
that's when this all started going downhill. Go
and
ahead.
Then they made him Batman.
Yeah,
that's when it really all started. Right? What were we talking about? Fat April, right?
No, yeah, somebody was.
That's where it started.
No, but to
well
further,
said, Rollo. Well said, Rollo.
Yeah, and to further Rollo's point, that's the whole attack on men right now. That's why they're pumping soy and estrogen into our foods and into a lot of our nutrients, is because they want to emasculate men. A lot of these men who are going with their wives to these drag queen story hours, they're fucking cucked. They have low testosterone. They're eating shit food. They do have small balls. That's why they can't. Rollo is saying grow some fucking balls. Well, they can't because they're fucking eating soy filled fucking food. They got man titties. They're not working out. They're not athletic, and they don't have the fucking balls to stand up to their wife, who is really wearing the pants, because these men are so fucking cucked. And then the man is so. Like, in today's society, the man is so fucking scared to want to divorce these women, because they know that in most states the woman is going to take fucking everything. They're going to take the kids anyway. They're going to take the house. They're going to take half of your fucking shit, and then the man is fucked. Not only is he fucked in that regard, but he's fucked having low testosterone, just based off of the poisoning that's going on against men in today's society.
Yeah.
Well, these are important, and I'm glad, and well said, Beardo. And these are discussions that I hope we continue to have, because what it's going to start showing people is it's okay to call this shit out. It's okay to have these conversations. And that is it might sound, kind of crazy, but it's real. Like, when I saw people, like, obviously I've always had the opinions I've had, generally speaking, but like going back to when I saw PewDiePie, calling out a lot of the nonsense, with the mainstream and all that. And I'm like, well, fuck it. If the biggest guy on the platform is able to do it, then it means pretty much anybody can do it. You know what I mean? So that kind of gave me the comfort level to start calling out all the nonsense I was seeing in Disney Star Wars, which, led to other things and yada, yada, yada. And so hopefully more conversations like this need to be happening. We've got 4,000 people watching right now. There's going to be 40 or 50,000 people watch this stream when it's all said and done. And hopefully you can show people in a small way that, yeah, you're not crazy for thinking the way you think. You're not crazy, because you're probably thinking a lot of this privately. You're probably sitting there amongst your friends or your coworkers, and you're hearing your coworkers talk about how important Black Lives Matter are and respecting women and all this bullshit. And you're probably like, no, let me stop you right there, motherfucker. It might get you comfort enough to actually say it, because it's okay to say it. Now, again, there are consequences in the real world right now that goes along with that, and I'm fully aware of that as someone that worked in the retail world for so long. But I even said this, I don't really know, I can't even comprehend what it's like to work in retail right now with all the fucking rules and all the shit that probably the social justice bullshit that comes along with it. I can't comprehend it, because I worked in a time where you could tackle shoplifters and actually physically assault them.
You fuck somebody up for stealing shit. Yeah.
You can't even stop them now. You can't even confront a shoplifter now, which is wild to me. Like, you're not even allowed to stop them. And I think the only person is the loss prevention representative that's in the store. So the store manager can't do it, employees. So again, I understand that there are bigger dynamics, but conversations like this happening will start to show people that you're not crazy at all. You're not. You're part of a crazy lunatic world that has to be stopped. So good points all the way around. Love it.
It's just a whole lot of people getting scared to get their asses kicked. That's really what it comes down to. Like you said, because I know buddies that used to work in like shoplifting prevention. Yeah, you fuck somebody up for trying to walk out the store with stuff. Nowadays, these guys walk in the stores and they know you can't touch me. You're not allowed to do that. But watch that rule change all of a sudden. You get shit kicked in because you try to steal something. You won't go back in that store no more.
I guarantee you that shit, when that shit gets allowed again, and inevitably that's what's gonna have to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
watch the crime go down.
Didn't Walmart just totally pull out of Portland?
Well, yeah, I think so. Was it Walmart or Walgreens? Was it like?
And that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Walmart.
Walmart
was
like, put stores.
We're leaving the city.
Yeah, because they're not. Yeah, I think it was Walmart.
They're getting fucking robbed too much. It's not worth it staying there.
I mean, looters will be shot is pretty effective as far as I'm concerned. I mean,
Koreans.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers fear getting like when people know they might get either like their literal foot in a fucking face or they might get a bullet in the ass. Motherfuckers get acted different.
I was never a hothead, but I can tell you that when I started carrying a gun, I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get pissed about anything because if I'm carrying a gun, I'm gonna assume everybody else is gonna carry a gun. So you know what? I'm chilling. I'm chilling, man. Like I'm good. Like nothing is worth messing around with right now.
So there's not many people there's not many people you should be intimidated by more than the next person. So Big Mike is very upset because we've got 4,000 watching and only 600 likes. So you guys don't want to piss off Big Mike.
What the freak is that avatar?
Hold on, talk about somebody who's packing heat, all right?
Damn, wow.
Was that the president's wife?
That's definitely a 45.
Former president.
Real quick,
President's husband.
Michelle's packing a 45 right there.
She was digging in her drawers.
Have you seen the dance on Ellen when her dick's flopping all around?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is 1.4. Big Mike. Big Mike, you might have got that one wrong. So
you got to refresh. Big Mike.
We got to get those numbers up. We got to get a like spike right now.
Real quick, I was going to mention something, Jeremy, too.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
About the Portland thing. This is actual note that got left on a retail store. They were like a clothing store. They closed the store down, and this was just the note left on the door. Our city is in peril. Small businesses and large cannot sustain doing business in our city's current state. We have no protection or recourse against the criminal behavior that goes unpunished. That's all they left on the door, and then fucking close their whole business down. Imagine you work your ass off to to start a business, and because your city doesn't want to protect you and doesn't give a fuck, and then will punish you for trying to protect your shit.
Yeah.
You go, fuck, I gotta close my store. I can't keep it open.
And that's the economic part that a lot of these areas are going to continue to suffer because of that. That's what these leftists, who obviously economics is not a subject that they're particularly keen on, in the first damn place. So they have no ability to see beyond what's directly in front of them. But that's the type of consequence. So when, for example, you see the Dollar General get like burned down or gets looted, you know what I mean, in a given area, and some dipshit on Twitter is like, well, they got insurance, it's okay. Not seeming to understand that the people that are in that geographical area, let's say a lot of them maybe don't have vehicles or whatever, they're like walking there and getting goods from that Dollar General. Where the fuck are they going to get their goods from when you just bust up the place that they were fucking going? These are the sort of economic, and right now what you're seeing is people, these business owners are getting smarter, as particularly bigger ones, and are like, I cannot do we are operating at a loss by existing here because these idiots can't fucking act right, and we can't respond. And motherfuckers, like with California, you can steal basically up to like, I don't know, what is it,
$925.
Yeah, or something like that, and you're basically nothing. You're not even. It's not a felony. Nothing's going to happen to you or anything. Like, these are consequences that are going to unfortunately impact these geographical areas where they happen, and that's the part that leftists don't seem to ever understand because they can't see beyond what's directly in front of them.
Well, they love to talk about like, oh, food deserts, the hood. There isn't places where people can go to get like decent food in the hood. Well, this is why.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you have businesses get destroyed every time that the news like riles somebody up or somebody on social media. Let's go burn shit down. And that's what happens. So you end up, like you said, the people there suffer the most. You end up with companies leaving, and then they're like, well, these economic policies caused by, right wing economic policies, caused all this. I was like, no, it seems like your left wing policies on soft on crime, not allowing people to defend their property. Really, that would solve most of it. You don't even need the cops. You don't even need the cops.
By any means fucking necessary. Y'all are free like you can in some of the southern states. Bust a motherfucker up. You know what I mean? Put a sign in front of the door, say whatever. You know what I mean? Hey, people in this bitch carrying whatever you need to fucking do to make sure the legal ramp, everything's good. You let that fucking shit happen, this issue is solved over fucking night. But that's the thing, the reason why I think they won't do it, because that puts power back into the people.
Yeah, they can't have that.
Into the individuals, the state cannot fucking have that. They need you looking to them for the solution.
Mhm.
can
Well,
go
that's
to
why
California.
they went over after Rittenhouse.
I can go to
Single.
California and steal a pack of Oreos and nothing will happen to me.
Nothing.
No,
Correct.
no, you can go up to $900. You can steal a PS5.
Me
Yeah.
and Jay gonna
And a
Jay
TV.
walking the planet. Yo, we're in California. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, so
Walking to the
let
store,
me remind
Where the
Jay,
cows
let me
at?
remind everybody, Jay's got a book that's a family-friendly book. He's got all these morals, and you know. By the way, Justin says, Jay and Ripa, I'm going to create my own book due to you two inspiring me.
Hell yeah.
Good.
There
We need
we
more.
Do it.
Good luck, man.
Yeah,
Best
yeah.
time to
Thank
create
you.
shit. Do
That's
it now.
awesome, man. That's awesome. And then Mrs. Obama grabbing that stimulus package.
That's good.
The clips that are out there of Barack calling, like saying Michael, like are out there. Like they
Yeah.
exist. It's not just one time that he accidentally called his wife Michael. Like it's
Fucking Joan Collins called it out, and then she
I just
died.
want to try stealing
Joan
some
Rivers.
cookies,
Or
man.
Joan Rivers, yeah.
Joan
Collins,
Rivers, yeah.
If
Joan
we go to
Rivers.
Vegas, can we just drive to California and y'all can film me like just walking out with a Snickers bar with nothing, with nothing?
Go ahead.
They'll throw the book at you once they
I'll
find out
go
who you
back
are. The
later
DO go
and
after
pay
you.
for it. I'll go back and slip an envelope.
That doesn't
under
make
the
it
door.
fun. That
At
doesn't make
this
it
point,
stealing.
though, at this point, my Obama canon is the arguments with Trump and him and Biden, the AI conversations. That's my Obama. That's my canon with all of them now.
It's like all the people that are like, "Oh my God, look at her arms and shoulders. She's such a strong, powerful woman."
I want that
She a
Michelle
man,
Obama
bro.
back.
This is my
That's a
favorite
man,
one. This is my
baby.
favorite one. This is my favorite one. So this is fantastic.
Number 5. Death Note.
Hell no, it's just a bunch of gay wads thinking about who's the smarter gay wad.
Death Note is a pretty good anime, but I feel like it drags its feet at the end. Kind of like it had a good concept and didn't know how or when to bring it to its conclusion.
Hypothetically, if you found a Death Note, would you use it? I would use it to kill every troll that calls my wife's vagina dry personally.
Ben, we would all obviously
What the-
use it. You can just take out anyone who annoys you, and we'd all get away with it because we were presidents and are cool guys. You'd get caught, though, Sleepy Joe.
Only thing I get caught doing is banging your mom.
Fuck you, Joe.
Psycho 100. Literally, some of the best animation and story ideas I've seen in a long time.
Oh, fuck, I totally forgot about Mob, and I'm not even sure why. I feel like people don't talk about it as much.
Obama, I'm the one who told you to watch it. Mob Psycho is number 6 for me. It's fucking amazing, but just missed the top 5.
I haven't seen it. I thought the bowl haircut dude looked like a pussy.
I hate you so much, Joe Biden.
At least we agree on that, Benny boy.
That's it's so damn good, man. Can't stop watching those
man,
fucking
it's gonna be
videos.
bad.
It's so good.
I like how fucking Shapiro's background looks like Krista's or something.
I know. That's perfect. All right. So we have a lot to talk about still. The show's just getting started. Now, Ryan,
What?
ready to talk about what we announced earlier one more time? Before we get to that, I'll let you, because we got the tweet up and everything. Link fan on Streamlabs for $100 says, big gulps, huh? Well,
See you
note
later.
you later. See note you later. I like it. I like it. That is awesome right there. Appreciate that. I've got one. You know what? I'm going to do it for Jay Schwalbach, okay? Jay Schwalbach over on Locals. He says, for $41, says, just wanted to share some great art that I saw on my last cruise. Happy Tuesday. So I'm Jay Schwalbach. I'm just going to share it. Probably going to get monetized for it, but whatever. Here we go. There you go. That's from Schwalbach right there over on Locals. So there you go, chat. That's all for Jay Schwalbach. So that's the great art that he wanted to share with everyone. So there we go. Shout out to Jay Schwalbach. He's awesome.
Shout out.
Yeah, so Ryan has got a little announcement we're going to make.
Here we go. We talked about it earlier in the stream, but now that we're at 4,000 people watching, we figured it's a good time to promote our new partnership with Meta PCs, Geeks and Gamers, Meta PCs. It just makes sense. So go check out, look at that beautiful custom wrap that we got. We showed off some of the awesome PCs that Meta PCs sent us. I've been working with these guys for months now. You probably know some other creators who work with them as well. Now officially Geeks and Gamers Meta PC partnership. Use promo code GEEKS for a discount. We even got a custom landing page over there on metapcs.com. And, you know, these are just a couple like the featured systems and stuff that we think might fit for some of our viewers and everything. But certainly you're free to go to their homepage to search all their pre-built stuff to build your own. And the best part about these guys, other than their awesome products, the fact that they support what we're doing, and they're not going to cancel us for saying something offensive. So
Yeah.
big shout out to those guys. They've been a massive help to us and really gave us a couple things to help get Geeks and Gamers headquarters rolling. We can't wait to start using the PCs they sent us.
Yeah,
If
so
if I buy a computer, they'll wrap it green like that with the.
if you want it.
Well, that's going to be a custom thing, but you can
Yeah, it's a
definitely work it out
custom.
with them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Now,
sick,
For
man.
Jeremy's birthday soon. One more hour.
No one fucking cares.
Old
Yeah,
ass
that's
Jeremy,
right.
you know?
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Chris was what is
It's an old ass Jeremy.
That's not what Ryan said.
I said no one fucking cares.
Krista keeps wanting to remind everybody it's my birthday. So
Birth.
now with Meta PCs, please go over to that tweet and retweet it, like it, just to show some some attention to it, and then go over to their site and check them out. Make your voices heard. Let them know that they got a passionate audience that's going to be supporting them. So whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or if you know someone, please consider just sending them that landing page for Geeks and Gamers. Let's make this happen, because I'm really excited about this. And look, the testing ground was let Ryan work with them for a few months. If they don't have a problem with Ryan, they'll definitely be okay here. So they love Ryan. So I think it'll be okay. Meta PCs is awesome. So good stuff on that. All right, so we got more stuff to talk about. What else did I put in this title? I don't even remember. Oh, the Pronoun Punisher.
The Punisher, yeah.
The Pronoun Punisher. And I stole that from Ryan. So because Ryan likes to ratio the Geeks and Gamers Twitter account. He loves to ratio it. It's just a thing. Mainly because he knows Steph and Krista are the ones tweeting stuff out. So he intentionally just likes to ratio them.
I barely use Twitter, honestly. Like, I barely tweet.
But so Ryan basically retweeted. He says, essentially like Bernthal's awesome, yada yada yada, but he's probably just going to be chasing people down that are using the wrong pronouns to cancel them, and that's why it doesn't really matter what they do. John Bernthal is awesome. I think John Bernthal's Punisher is fantastic. I also thought Thomas Jane's Punisher was awesome back in the day. I think a lot of people kind of don't really look at that one. That was a brutal movie. That was a rated R movie. Yeah, it was so good.
And where did it start off? In Puerto Rico.
And so I love John Bernthal, and I love him in this role. But for him to return with into the Daredevil series, what is this? So
we've already seen how they've changed Daredevil. Right. We heard, he's going to be a little more lighter and comedic in She-Hulk. Well, then they say, well, that's kind of just going to be a little bit of a change for the character going forward in this Daredevil series. And it's obviously what they want to do. They want to get Charlie Cox in there. They want to get John Bernthal. They want to try to recreate this Netflix series that's so beloved. The problem is the people who are working at Disney, the people that are working for Marvel, one, they don't have any experience writing anything because they're hiring people like basically off the street. That wrote like a couple episodes of a fucking cartoon or something, and then have them write an entire movie for Marvel. But you're taking them and putting them in this world, this universe. They can't match the writing of that Netflix Daredevil series. I don't know if there's anything out there that really can with what we saw from some of those Marvel shows over there on Netflix. And we already know that some of the other actors from the series aren't coming back. We don't know whether they're getting recast or not. But to me, it would be awesome to be in a place where I heard that John Bernthal's coming back as Punisher, and I'd be like, fuck yes. I can't wait. This is going to be awesome. I love those shows, but no, that's I can't be like that. I can't do that because of the track record that Marvel has over the past several years.
Yeah, and I mean that's where I'm at with it too, because I mean I think he's fantastic. But I think I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2, and I was out of Punisher season 2. Yeah, I was out.
It was not as good as season.
It was not good. I mean, season 1 was phenomenal, but season 2, I checked out completely. So I think the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because this is going to be a Disney Plus show, right?
Yeah.
So again, those shows are so irrelevant right now. They're flying under the radar. Marvel Marvel is going to get desperate. I think they're eventually going to have to bring Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans back. Do we think that they're eventually going to go down that road?
In Secret Wars, I think that's already kind of what they need to do.
They're bringing them back.
Yeah, but I think like they're going to have to bring them back and try to build around them once again. You know what I mean? Not just for like one-offs and things like that. I mean, they thought that they built something that was going to survive social justice. That's what they thought. They thought it was so powerful because, I mean, again, Endgame was the most highest grossing movie ever, or at least right up there, especially the opening weekends and things like that. It survived because it was something that the audiences enjoyed, and you weren't pushing propaganda in it that was hurting it to the effect of what this latest phase is now. So I just think like this announcement is just like the fucking announcement of the Mandalorian coming back. People just aren't interested anymore. They just don't care. Yeah. And I don't know if they're going to come back. And we are seeing a constant decline of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's directly connected to, I think these shows have bogged it down so much. It's adding stories that are affected. These storylines are carrying out things that are affecting the movies, but people aren't watching the shows. It's a convoluted mess, man. It really is. So I have no interest in this.
There's just a lot of jangling keys. I mean, they did it with Star Wars. They're like, Ewan McGregor's back. Hayden Christensen's back. Isn't that awesome, guys? And they fucking dropped the ball with Obi-Wan. They're going to keep doing it, and they're just going to keep bringing people back. You know, that was the thing. They brought back Charlie Cox. Everybody said, oh, awesome. So you guys are continuing that story that we all loved. And they're like, well, not necessarily. Like, then it's not the same Daredevil. It's a completely different Daredevil, same actor, because you know that's the only way you're going to get people back. They recast the role people would not have been interested, you know. So bringing John Bernthal back as the Punisher, but like we all know that, like, you know, even though they're like, oh yeah, we're okay with like edgier, darker content, that's not what this is going to be. It's going to be, you know, PG-13 Punisher. It's going to be him, you know, maybe shooting people off screen, and specifically only shooting people that they consider racists or, you know, sexist or misogynist, you know, to fight the patriarchy and stuff. You know, so, you know, it's going to be all of the same shit that they're doing right now with just the characters that you supposedly knew and loved doing that shit, you know, and then blame you for being toxic for not wanting that or not liking that or not being interested in it.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rolo.
I don't know how they can make a Punisher and like with the way that Disney's gone and the woke path of entertainment. Like if he's not running around with muskets, like I don't know how they can make him, because I don't see how they can have a Punisher that's like he's killing bad guys with an AR-15, because the AR-15 is the bad guy to them. So I'm like, how could they do that? Now he's got to run around with like a slingshot, muskets, and like a bow.
No, that's not. I don't know if you remember in the comic books. In the
I
comic
know.
books, they gave the Punisher these things called mercy bullets, where like it's a real thing. It's like, so he was able to like not kill people, but hurt them. Y'all don't know that. Y'all don't read the comic books. So he had for a while now. Somebody invented him mercy bullets. So basically, he could knock down the bad guys but not hurt civilians when he was shooting. So that's probably what they're going to introduce. He'll probably like do something and they'll be like, we're going to bring the mercy bullets in from the comics. And basically it's like shooting Nerf.
Kind of like the idea of a black powder Punisher, though. He's just dropping people with muskets, single shots in the street. Yeah.
Your carry laws don't affect me here. I'm using black powder, man. Smooth bore. It's not illegal anywhere.
This conversation says everything you need to know about Marvel and current Hollywood. The conversation has nothing to do with, oh man, it would be cool if they did this. We're all memeing it. We're all memeing it. It's a big fucking joke. Yeah. That's all we're doing. We're just memeing it because you can't even take it seriously anymore. This is where the MCU is, and it will continue to go. And Marvel is, I say, a couple of years away from being Star Wars, if not sooner than that. I mean, because Star Wars is in really bad shape.
I think it's already there. There's nothing to be excited about.
Well, no, what I'm saying, though, is there's still enough of the blue-haired freaks out there that seem to think, like I said, with Star Wars, if I talk about Star Wars right now on Twitter, like, no fucking body cares. They don't even care to defend it anymore. Like, at least Marvel has freaks out there that still have some level of interest. And regardless of how much it's declining at the box office, and it has, that's a fact, and it's a significant problem for Marvel, they're still turning out somewhat decent numbers in the big scheme of things, whereas Star Wars can't even release a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Star Wars
really
can't
weird
release
to
a movie.
me.
I mean, Ant-Man Ant-Man is losing money.
Yeah.
Multiple Marvel releases within the past 2 years have legitimately lost money.
Right.
So
I
It's
don't
really
know.
weird
That
to me
sounds like
that
you guys are just trying.
and the one big one that made a shit ton of money,
Spider-Man.
fucking Spider-Man No Way Home. Marvel didn't fucking see that money. Sony
Right.
gets 75% of that box office,
And they
so
had to bring
it's
back
not
Kobe.
as fucking. It's not as like okay as everybody thinks it is. This is a fucking nightmare for them. And I think the acceleration, I think we might see like almost a quicker fall for Marvel than Star Wars, because Star Wars was so spread out. You had the Last Jedi, then you had a year to fucking before Solo, then a year before Rise of Skywalker. Like with Marvel, it's like every 3 months they're just shitting out a turd. You know what I mean? So it's like just constantly. It seems like it's falling off in a quicker manner than Disney Star Wars did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say, Jay?
No, I was just saying, like, it was such a unique decision for Disney to like push more Marvel films and just push Star Wars on Disney Plus only. Do you think the decision? And I'm just curious because obviously right now Star Wars isn't generating any kind of money for the company whatsoever. We just found out that the Galactic Star Cruiser is going to only 2 days a week. Because no one wants to go to that stupid hotel. They finally broke the timeline at Galaxy's Edge in their theme parks. And they put Mandalorian and Baby Yoda, which I predicted and I said was coming because nobody cared about going to Galaxy's Edge. And so unless they changed it up, they have one of the greatest IPs of all time, and they decided to keep it in a timeline at a theme park, which is the dumbest decision ever.
Yeah.
They're selling Life Day merch. Star Wars isn't generating any money. If you look at the streaming service that lost like close to $3 billion, but they're obviously, and I could be dead wrong. Was there a decision made where it's like, hey, Star Wars, I need you to get the streaming service going, and Marvel, you keep pumping out films? Or was it just, they're just two separate entities that are doing their own thing? Like, I'm just confused as to why Star Wars didn't make any films, in between that. Is it just that messed up? Because as bad as the sequel trilogy was, I mean, they still hit $1 billion, so.
I mean, I think that they obviously, there's a fucking problem in the hiring process at Star Wars. They've had a lot of things in the works. They had Patty Jenkins there. They had Kevin Feige doing a Star Wars movie. That's fallen through officially now. They've still got Taika Waititi on board. And guess what? Taika Waititi wants to do a Star Wars movie starring himself.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll go well. I can't imagine handing the keys to a fucking movie in an existing universe over to Taika Waititi to literally just be like, just jerk all over it. Yeah, jerk off all over. Do whatever you want with it.
Thor, Love and Thunder, yeah.
It'd be Thor, Love and Thunder on gay steroids is what it would be. So I can't imagine how bad that will be.
Yep.
But I just think it's the path forward. I think for them has been the difficult part because they realized that you needed some time. Guess what? They're not erasing the sequel trilogy, LOL. But they needed some fucking time away from that shit.
I heard.
Think about going past.
I heard they were erasing the sequel trilogy. Ryan, are you saying they're not?
Yeah, shockingly, every single episode of The Mandalorian seems to have some connection to sequel trilogy or characters that were made in the sequels or a planet that was established in the sequels. Weird how they're not moving away from it, isn't it?
By the way, now, so we have it confirmed that poster that Jay shared is officially Star Wars shared, correct? They promoted it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Guess who's not on that
Star
poster?
Wars.
Guess who's not on the poster?
Who's on
Ray, Finn,
what?
Kylo.
What?
Yeah, none of them. None of them.
To be fair, that's a Guardians of the New Republic.
I know, but they're not even
Republic's
using
fallen.
who they're going to use to promote this universe moving forward. And it's not going to be Rey. It's not going to be Finn. It's not going to be Kylo. It's not going to be Poe or all these people. It's not. That they're going to be using Luke, CGI Luke,
deepfake Luke,
Ahsoka, and Mario from the Mario Kart trailer on Saturday Night Live. That's who they're using. That's how big of a disaster it's going to be. So,
yeah, but no one's watching. Like, Andor was the best Star Wars that nobody watched, and now like The Mandalorian, Ryan's video was correct. The Mandalorian, the only buzz they had about Mandalorian was what was going to happen to Gina Carano and Cara Dune. Gina Carano comes out on Twitter, handles it like a professional, with true class, thanking the fans and talking about how much she loved playing the part of Cara Dune. And other than that, there's tons of articles out there saying. Rolling Stones wrote an article saying The Mandalorian is such a disappointment. And other articles are writing, they're saying, well, now that Mandalorian is here, it's not so good because Andor was so great. It's like, but nobody's even watching. Like, none of this stuff is trending. Nothing. It's bizarre, like how no one even cares.
And it's right here. So Disney used to be the standard bearer in animation, but now they're not even an entertainment company anymore. Just an IP farm that milks franchises like cash cows until their teats dry up. Then it's slaughter time. Hashtag defund Disney. Well, think about that. You think about their animation and things like that from the 90s. You know what I mean? Like, they were crushing
forever.
it.
Dude, like, people need to understand. I know we got a lot of weebs that are probably gonna get mad, but you ask all the OG fucking Japanese animators, and almost all of them credit American animators, particularly Disney and his work, as their influence. We used to be the next net exporter of fucking animation in general, in terms of its entertainment, and that is not even fucking close anymore. Now we're importing all this Japanese shit. That's where people are going here. And if those idiots over there at Disney had any humility about saving the legacy of Walt Disney, they would be like trying to create the best shit fucking ever to be competitive, and it doesn't seem like they give a fuck about it.
Nope. There was a time, I remember, when Pixar used to talk about how much they hated doing sequels, and they didn't want to do sequels, and they were like, we're all about, original stories and making things, and if we do sequels, it's because the story needs to be really good. And they just announced fucking Toy Story 5. They're just like,
and nobody cares about that.
Nobody fucking
cares.
cares.
By the way, what did I almost say?
Probably something racist. Yeah.
I said a gamer word during Call of Duty on Twitch the other day. First time playing.
They got his ass.
Bro, that's not a word you can say on Twitch. That's not a word you can say on Twitch.
Part of the thing, right? You said.
I said it in a derogatory way. A very derogatory way.
Well, whatever.
See you later.
You said. Can I say what you said?
Yes.
He said queer. Big fucking deal. It's in the goddamn title of the thing. LGBTQ, right?
I don't know why I've played so much fucking Fortnite, so much Mario Kart. The moment I pop Modern Warfare 2 in and start fucking playing Warzone,
takes no time at all.
This dude comes to me. I'm like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, queer, fuck you. I was like, shit. And I was like, why did Call of Duty make this happen? Like, it's just all it
takes
took was
no time.
It's conditioned. You're conditioned at this
toxic.
point.
Toxic.
And I didn't even catch. Like, I had to catch it. Like, I was like, holy shit, man! I'm back to like 2010 or whatever it was. You know what I mean? Like, holy shit. Oh man. But hey, whatever. There wasn't no bridge involved. I'll say that much. Yes. All right. Where are we at? Yeah, I did. I fucking typed in the fucking main chat. I don't know why. I had it here in private chat. I typed, "Hey Ryan, we're gonna hit super chats in 20 minutes." It fucking went to the live chat. I'm like, what the fuck?
What? I didn't even see that.
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? This is what Jay was doing the whole time.
I'm laughing at the whole time. I'm like,
oh yeah.
Did everyone see that slip?
It's like, guys, we're going to Culver's right when the show is over. Like, meet me there.
Yeah.
Everybody shows up.
Yeah, this is my.
I don't know why that's so funny. It's
whenever it happened, this was my response.
That's fucking retarded.
Yeah, I was not happy. So
I noticed it late. I was like, I typed in the private chat. I was like, Jeremy typed to Ryan in the main chat, and everyone's like, LOL. You just noticed. I'm like, my chat's a little behind.
you go. You guys get to see some of the inside baseball there.
Oh, sorry.
So
Glad he wasn't yelling at me and then went on the main show.
kind of going on Star Wars and Ninja Turtles. Have you noticed that the main, this is going to throw the conspiracy here, that the main, so if they had, okay, so April O'Neil was a redhead white lady. So had they gone with Star Wars further, they would have had to introduce Mara Jade, who's also a redheaded white woman.
Yeah, she'd be black and trans. Yeah.
Are they just against redheaded white women? Is that the conspiracy here?
No,
Is
they
that
need to
really
keep
what-
her. They need to keep her ass out.
Ariel from the Little Mermaid too. Like maybe there is a trend here. I don't understand. Like
I mean, it does.
Racing
it does
redheads?
Seem like it. It does
Yeah.
seem like it.
But you don't get much more white than like a fucking like Irish ass, pale as fuck, redheaded person. You know what I mean? That's like as far white as you can go. Well, I mean, unless blonde hair, blue eye, but so yeah, I mean, maybe that's why that's the target. And
Whoa.
gingers have no souls, so it's okay.
Go.
Yeah. I guess that's why.
Link for $100.
100.
$100. Krista, say $100.
$100.
There you go. Hey guys, what's up? I love listening to your conversation of what's going on in Hollywood. Hollywood needs to focus on entertainment than being political. That's what I've been looking at, shows and movies that will entertain me. They're few and far between. There are some. They're just very few and far between. And unfortunately, most of these shows I don't feel will last. So if they start out strong, because I mean, Hollywood's they're not dumb. You know what I mean? They're out of touch, but they're not dumb. So what Hollywood will do sometimes, I mean, this is what they did with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's literally what they did with Marvel, where they created something, they brought the masses in with the intent to fundamentally change it, to push their social justice bullshit into it. So that's what they do. Because Hollywood can't actually, like, they know they can't create something from the ground floor with the propaganda. They can't do it. So they have to hijack things that have existed before with a pre-existing audience. It's all goes back to Ghostbusters 2016. All of it. So let's see.
Is that what you're laughing at, Jay?
This?
Yeah.
No.
Can you read this super chat?
Seth Rogen is presenting Velma.
Who's it from? Who's it from?
Oh. Harry Brownhole from Canada. Oh, look at his avatar.
It's one of Krista's.
Brown.
It's one of Krista's relatives.
His avatar's got brown H. That's pretty good.
It doesn't take much.
I think the brown is incidental.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
It's like standard fucking letter.
The YouTube AI knew what it was doing.
Jay
It chose
looking
brown on purpose.
Jay looking way deep into that Harry Brown hole.
It's like preparation H, you know, like.
What happened to
laughing at
preparations
you,
A through G?
I'm still giggling about you messing up the private chat. I don't know why that's so funny.
Max Johnson for 200 is a Swedish krones.
Yes.
First time catching TNME live. Been watching G&G since 2017.
Woo!
I don't
Nice.
usually comment, but I wanted to say you're all doing awesome stuff. Keep it up.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's a long ass time to fucking
That is
stick
a
around
long
watching Jeremy.
Mhm.
Hazel
Hell
Eyes
yeah.
for $10. Your birthday's on International Women's Day. Happy birthday.
Respect women.
Well,
Jared the American for 2. My grandma's turning 90 tomorrow. Well, that's more important than Jeremy.
That's awesome.
90.
Old.
Happy birthday
Bro.
to your 90-year-old grandma, Jared the American.
Wow,
that.
that's incredible.
Did you guys see that Gene Hackman picture that the New York Post posted today? I haven't seen him in forever.
Oh man, it's
We guess
rough.
it looks old.
It's dude, it's like it's
It's rough.
sad, man. Like, holy shit. Like, here we go. Gene Hackman is a fucking legend.
He's awesome.
Like, these pictures were shocking to me.
look at that. Not a legend. God damn.
Yeesh.
Oh my gosh.
Reclusive Gene Hackman, 93, looks fit in first sighting in years.
He's
I don't know if
93.
fit, but he's 93.
Yeah, 93.
You know?
Yeah.
So
God, 93
Yeah.
just fucking kill me, man.
Dude,
that's
like,
that's freaking Lex Luthor.
Like I'm moving, I'm moving to Canada and like doing their little thing there. Like it's fucking awesome,
Ryan
man. Like
Brownhole.
my grandpa was, I think my grandpa was 93, 94 when he passed, right? Like, so it just depends on the person. Some people could stay super active and super engaged and everything.
Don't you come into this chat and say who when we're talking about a fucking living legend.
You're arguing with a
Look at the little avatar.
You're arguing with a baby.
What's your favorite
Anthony Bucks.
movie?
You're arguing with a baby who looks like he just heard a fart.
Anthony Bucks, good people. Hey guys, guess what? That's not really the baby. Shockingly enough.
How do you know? Are you sure
Shockingly
Harry
enough.
Brownhole's not a brown H?
It's not an asshole typing.
That first Twitter reply from Jeff.
Yeah, sure. He looks fit.
What's your favorite Hackman movie?
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
Crimson Tide, him and Denzel. You're not going to get a better like dynamic duo to like.
Man, he
going
was
against
great
each
in
other.
Unforgiven, man.
I mean, he's been great in so much.
Yeah.
but Crimson Tide.
I always have a soft spot for the Replacements, though. I always love
Replacements
that
is
movie.
really good with Keanu.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. So, yeah. But Crimson Tide easily is my favorite Gene Hackman movie.
Yeah, he's good in Behind Enemy Lines too. That's a good one. Him and
Yep, Hoosiers is good.
It was Lex Luthor too, man.
Of course,
I was
of
gonna
course.
say, Lex Luthor.
Superman. Superman the movie is iconic, but I don't consider that a Gene Hackman movie as much as it's a movie with Gene Hackman. Whereas I consider Crimson Tide a Gene Hackman and Denzel Washington movie.
He has a lot of movies where he is
Owen Wilson. There you go.
like a secondary actor to like the Firm. Like that's one that stands out to me with Tom Cruise, which was like a John Grisham novel. I think that's a super fucking underrated movie, personally.
Yeah.
But
he was in the Birdcage. He was in the Birdcage.
He was the dad.
He was like the Republican guy, the conservative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Enemy of the State's a great one too.
Enemy of the State's a good one. Yeah.
You know who else was in Enemy of the State? Will Smith.
Yes,
Will Smith was an Enemy of the State,
that's
actually.
like late 90s.
Yeah.
Like Hoosiers is a movie that if you grow up in Indiana, you get beat over the fucking head with it.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't actually like appreciate like how other people look at Hoosiers, but that's a great fucking movie.
Yeah, but like to look at his career though, it's like it just never. It seems like it almost never ended. He just was constantly good in movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's just like one of those actors that just was always good in movies.
He's like a Gary Oldman. As soon as he's in your movie, it gives it like legitimacy and weight. You're like, oh man, he's in it. Like, I got to check this out.
A heavy hitter.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that was shocking for me to see that picture today. I'm like, God, I mean, I knew he was old, but I guess I didn't know that he was that old at this point in time, but still a legend. Rodimus Primal says, dropping in to say, what's up? I know this won't be read, but Ripa is totally right.
Oh, man, if I'd read the end of that, I wouldn't have fucking pulled it up.
Nah, but yeah, we try to. I know, with having so many people watching the stream, we try to read the chat. I mean, obviously, we can't acknowledge every chat, and we try to keep up with super chats. We appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, we read the chat.
Before we really get like super into super chats too, we should talk about a couple other announcements we have. One, Orlando MegaCon is coming up April 1st, Saturday, April 1st. It's going to be that whole weekend, the end of March, beginning of April. Geeks and Gamers is going to have a panel at MegaCon Saturday afternoon. So if you want to come out, if you want to be in the area, and I'm sure we'll do something so we can, talk to you guys and do the thing like we always do. Please come out and see us at Orlando MegaCon. If you're going to be there a day, make sure it's Saturday. I think we got to have a pretty good time slot there, so that should be good. Also, in addition to Orlando MegaCon, please don't forget that. Please come see us. Do we have any announcements about this stream, Jeremy?
This stream?
Yeah.
Oh, this stream. I had to think about it for a minute. You told me about that. So we've been talking about it in this stream. We've listened to a lot of you, and I know it runs pretty late. So we're going to bump this stream back, the starting time. We're going to bump it back an hour. We were considering doing 2 hours, and we may ultimately go back another hour, but starting next week, instead of starting at, what do we do, 9 Eastern now? Yeah, so we're going to be starting at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, starting next week. So Tuesday night's main event is going to start an hour earlier starting next week. We're going to work through that, and then we may move it forward or back another hour or forward, however you want to look at it. But we're going to go with that starting next week. So a 1 hour earlier starting time. We know it runs a little late. And ultimately, like, we'd like to get some more guests on here. Sometimes this stream runs a little late for certain guests. And obviously there's people like Critical Drinker and Mauler and Az. We'd love to get on this stream, but I don't think that's going to work with the time zone they're in and what time we run this stream. But we will have the daily Geeks and Gamers stream that me and Ryan are going to be starting this Monday, 11 Eastern, every morning at 11 Eastern. Is that right, Ryan? 11 Eastern. So we're going to do that.
I think
I'm going to
that's when
put.
we've agreed.
I'm going to put a. We're going to do updated times for all of our streams over on the website anyway. But daily stream starts next week here on this channel with me and Ryan, and potentially some guests as that continues to go, which we will get some of those guests that we can't get for this time slot. So anyway, there you go. Couple of little changes here and there, just listening to the feedback from you guys. We appreciate it. You know, if we don't always respond, just understand we're always listening. So always make your voices be heard, whether that's in our Geeks and Gamers Discord, which I think is a pretty good place to, you know, to get, you know, some of our ears. Again, we might not be that active over there, but I'm definitely reading a lot of the stuff. Siobhan shares stuff with me. And so the Geeks and Gamers Discord's a good area, that and locals, obviously. So there we go. It's good stuff.
Jay, this is for you.
Jay, can we get a ooh-yah? What is that?
Better than that.
Maybe it means like the fucking Kool-Aid man. Like, oh yeah. Like,
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
you know?
Should ask Beardo, but dude, that avatar, man. Is she like adjusting her panties or something? What
No,
the
that's
heck?
definitely not her
It's her
penis.
penis.
That's a wiener.
She's adjusting her gun, okay?
Big Mike for $2.
It's tough to conceal carry sometimes.
Big Mike.
Oh my God. I am never gonna financially recover from this.
I just thought she didn't like shave her bush or something for a while, and it just was out there.
Formed a penis.
Hey, go try to find a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant.
No.
This is
Google
true.
it. Just look for it.
I've moved
This is
past
true.
that. I've moved past that.
Just see if you can find it, guys. Taters Vivo for 20. I've invented a game where you take a drink every time Jay laughs at a super chatter's name. I hope Angry Doe has enough money to fund his copium addiction. Also, Mike, do you have a helmet for that hair? Hail TNME and high stuff.
We had a good question for Mike, and I wanted Ryan to address this one. So Ryan, are you ready to answer this question?
Please don't.
Sure.
There you go.
Yes.
No, it's not. It's not racist. I mean, before the stream, I said that Mike is more intimidating with the cornrows. Like I feel like he just looks more black. Like he just looks more black than he does with the afro. I don't know what it is, but maybe
He
you
has more
changed your
street
fucking
cred.
saturation. I don't know.
Well, you're like, oh wow, look at your fro. That's cool. Like I like your hair, and you're like, oh man, you look like you're ready to go do something with that hair. And
Yeah, when you have like the fro, you're like, oh, there's that jokester in school. There's that funny guy. When you have the cornrows, I'm like, I'm gonna walk quick past him. You can take my lunch money. You know what I mean? It's just the way it feels. It's the vibe I get.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think that's racist, Denny. He does sound smart. Mark of reality for 10. Apparently, the Epstein flight log list has there's two apparentlys recently been released. That is kind of an important news topic. Well, once we get past two apparentlys, I guess we'll check it out. Thank you, Mark of reality.
We'll have to check that out. I'm
Dean
interested.
H for 2.
Shout out to Aaron Rodgers.
Jimmy Kimmel's on the list 3 times probably.
Yeah.
Dean H for 2. Good evening, G&G team and Ripa. Thank you, Dean. Samarato for 20. Peter Darker on the laziest race swap in history. April O'Meal. Hold my XL double crust meat lovers with a small Diet Coke.
Jesus.
That was really good.
April O'Meal is a great one.
April O'Meal is so good.
That was awesome.
It's so good.
Marcus Henry for 2. Rolos are weird.
Rolos are weird.
Stephen Wasik for 20. I had a conversation with several people on the G&G Discord, and long story short, whether it's admitting you watch anime or larger social issues, you have generations worth of programming to chip away at. Easier said than done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad Dog Gamer for 5. To commemorate the upcoming March 10th day, you all should watch Trump, Biden, and Obama make a Mario tier list on the Smidgen Craft channel on YouTube.
Bro, I've seen them all. I've watched every one of these motherfuckers. I can't fucking stop. I can't stop watching them. They are the best. So I'm completely obsessed.
Jeffrey Halam for 10. Food for thought. April O'Neil is supposed to be a reporter. She's supposed to chase down a story. This April is not fit enough to be a reporter. Sadly, I guess that's a modern journalist. It'd be funny if she was actually like a Vice reporter or something. Polygon.
I got I had it on that note since we got that one pulled. I had this one pulled up on a show. Tell me this isn't like a perfect Mario Kart representation of these guys. So Trump's right here. Trump's about to get a star. Tell me this ain't exactly how like we talk to each other. As soon as Trump gets the star and how he goes after Obama, watch this shit.
Fuck you, Joseph.
Yeah, fuck you, Joe. Oh, fuck yeah, here we go. Donnie time.
Shit, fuck you. Stay away, Donnie.
3, 2, 1. Got you, bitch.
God fucking
Rip. Somebody have this.
Have what? Not quite, Joseph. Not quite.
What did he do? Oh, fuck you, Joe.
Yeah, Luigi Raceway is pretty boring, Joe. I gotta admit.
Fuck you, Donald. Although, yes, I agree.
Fucking mushrooms. I guess I'll take it.
Fuck you. Although, yes, I agree. Like, God damn it. It's so good, dude. I fucking love those things. Holy shit.
Agent X for 5. All hail TNME. What are you guys' thoughts on the 1 hour Attack on Titan episode?
Oh, so good and so emotional. I like that.
I've heard a lot of like, obviously I haven't heard any details of it, but I've heard a lot of people hyping the hell out of this. So I need to binge through the final season. But like, I've been kind of weird on Attack on Titan. The first 2 seasons, I fucking love the first few seasons. And when they had the animation change, it kind of threw me for a wrench. I'm still very much interested, but I hear that it's really good. So I can't wait. Can't wait. So, but Krista and Ivan both were like hyping this thing up. So
nice. I could not care less.
Motherfucker, if you watch Attack on Titan, you'd love it. It's fucking phenomenal.
Bunch of fucking big naked dudes.
No, dude. No, you fucking idiot. You're the idiot.
Is that it? Is
no,
that
motherfucker,
show?
that's what people like. You remember back in the day when you talk about Star Wars, people would talk about how there's a bunch of guys with laser swords. It's like, no, there's so much more to this shit.
Yeah, that's still pretty rad.
I never heard anyone describe it that way.
Yes, normies.
But it's still pretty rad. Like
It's about
versus,
space
like,
wizards,
bunch of
okay?
naked dudes biting each other.
Attack on Titan is phenomenal. It's really good.
Can you describe the show to me?
Yes. So, do you really want me to go into detail about it?
Give me a minute-long synopsis on what the show's about.
So, my issue with the show is that once it starts out as a mystery, and these Titans just appear, and you watch this guy's mother die right in front of him, and there's an emotional attachment to it. Okay. Then there's this mystery around the Titans. There's this Titan called the Beast Titan, and what episode is it, Krista?
Spoilers, you're just like
okay, sorry. Yeah. So anyway,
That's like in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. So I didn't get it too many spoilers. So anyway, there's these Titans that show up. They attack these people. You're curious about what's going on. It's called Attack on Titan. These Titans are attacking these human beings, and they start to have human characteristics, and it creates all this intrigue and mystery. So that's it. That's cool.
Oh, snap. Project Egg Roll.
Okay.
Oh! 5 gifted subs to the channel.
Hey, they got a podcast.
Did I spoil? I didn't fucking spoil anything.
Yeah, you spoiled stuff.
What did I spoil?
Y'all were supposed to yell it with me.
The Beast Titan.
This is better. Okay, for some reason, humanity.
Titan is.
For some reason, humanity's been living behind these 3 walls like a massive fortification for years. Nobody knows why. They get attacked by these giant humans one day that start eating them, and you have to unravel the mystery of why that's going on. And there's different types of
dudes biting people. Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
How come no one yelled egg roll?
Jeremy's like, his mother died, and then this
Like, you don't even have to
beast
tell the
comes
story.
out.
You just have the setup.
It does happen in the first episode.
Bro, hold on. Don't give me no fucking spoiler on a show that's been out this long if you want the first episode. Holy shit, Walter White is a fucking meth dealer. Shocking.
Whoa,
Oh, hey there.
God damn.
Egg roll. I got you.
Egg roll.
But nobody else cares about you.
Hello, egg roll.
They're Asian.
Yeah,
So
they're
just
Asian.
to be clear, the Titans are the naked men.
Yes, they're giant. They're giant naked
There's
humans.
women
They
too.
eat
There's
people, and
women.
nobody knows why.
There's women, there's female Titans.
You don't see boobies, so.
Or penis.
Aw. These fucking genderless people.
And they
No.
developed this gear that allows them to swing around like Spider-Man and cut the nape of the
They
Titan's
have
necks, and
butts
that's how you kill
because they
them.
have legs.
Levi's pretty badass.
I love that Ryan boiled down a bunch of naked dudes running around.
Well, it's
Sword
like
fighting.
everyone just keeps talking about Titans. I don't know what the fuck those are.
Okay,
Giants.
that's like people dismiss professional wrestling as just dudes in tights, just like, no, man, wrestling is
They
stories.
usually
There's
wear
character
briefs.
development.
No.
There's cutting promos. There's all types of amazing stuff that goes along with professional wrestling. It's not
Jeremy,
just
stop. You're gonna spoil some more. Just-
Hey, I love seeing a woman die, so maybe I'll watch the first episode. we watched Attack of the Clones the other day, and I will always remember watching that movie in theaters and me and my friend just busting out laughing when Shmi died. Like, it was just it's that movie is so fucking memeable, and that moment, which is just supposed to be this like such a sad moment, when I saw it happen with my friends, we just all laughed at it. And then Anakin killed a bunch of.
What is the most cringe scene in a movie? Death, like cringe movie scene. Death. For me, it's Talia al Ghul in The Dark Knight Rises. That is the worst death ever. How she just like passes out. It's so cringe. It's terrible.
Bane's death was pretty cringe. Just,
Bane's was pretty bad too.
just
Bane's
gets
was
shot
pretty
in the
bad.
Chest, dies. Yeah.
When Black
Yeah.
Panther got snapped in Infinity War, I thought that was kind of funny.
I would say the Joker from The Dark Knight was pretty cringe. How he died. So
He didn't die.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for Jeremy to
Joker.
catch the joke there.
Oh, I meant Heath Ledger. I meant the guy
Yeah.
who played the Joker.
Yeah.
Pretty cringe.
Yeah. Keep disrespecting The Dark Knight. Don't disrespect The Dark Knight. Don't ever disrespect The Dark Knight.
Dude, Heath
You
Ledger
like
is
Batman
a
versus
legend,
Superman.
man.
You have no
Knight's-
room to criticize anything Batman about The Dark
Knight's
Knight.
Tale, I'll always remember Heath Ledger as a little boy with a stick.
All right,
best role of all time.
Listen, man, I like Man of Steel, but Jonathan Kent's death was probably the worst for me.
Ooh,
I thought that was pretty bad.
That's a good one, actually, Jay.
'Cause he's just
Jay
like-
coming in with the hot take, and I love it. That is probably.
But I
the
like
worst
the
death.
movie.
That's
I
the
like
worst
the
death.
movie. I
That is
wasn't-
the worst death
Well,
ever.
are we talking worst death or most cringe death?
So
Those
yeah,
are two
so
different things.
mine's all about the performance. So like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Oh,
like
performance,
that.
okay.
Yeah, right. I thought her performance when she died in The Dark Knight Rises, Talia al Ghul, was just her performance was terrible. If you're talking about a story, talking about the story, then it's got to be Kevin Costner's Jonathan Kent in Man of Steel. It's the dumbest death ever in the history of movies. It's the stupidest thing ever.
Well, if you want a terrible performance, I would say that having to switch to Maggie Gyllenhaal in Dark Knight was terrible. And she was so bad. She was so bad in that, and I've seen her act
death
well.
Was pretty fucking funny.
Let's be
She's
real.
like, "Don't worry, don't worry,"
Let's be
and then
real.
boom, it's like it blows up.
Harvey,
And you're like, man,
somebody's cup blows
boom.
up.
That was Heath Ledger. Like he should have got all the accolades simply
Yeah.
for convincing 10% of the audience that she was beautiful.
Yeah.
Everybody, a couple
That's pretty
people.
good.
All right.
But if you want to talk about like lame, like this character was disappointed that they died. If Clone Wars never existed and you just saw Mace Windu talking shit in all the movies and then he just dies in episode 3, you'd be like, what the fuck, man? Like we didn't really get to see much out of him besides him killing Jango Fett.
Yeah.
So it was lame.
I was gonna say something else about the death scene, and I can't even draw a blank now. Oh no! I was gonna say about Maggie Gyllenhaal. The biggest problem with Maggie Gyllenhaal, she's ugly as fuck compared
Yeah.
to Katie Holmes.
Yeah,
That's
that was
really
a
the
problem,
big
too.
problem.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
wasn't her acting. It's just she looked like
It's
a
a bad
truck.
choice.
She looked like a truck backed up over her, ran over her, backed over her again, and then peeled out on her face. And then that was the Katie Holmes character.
Jeez.
That was the problem. Like
Yeah.
she looked horrible.
Maggie
for what they were
Gyllenhaal
trying
looks
to
like
get from her.
Maggie Gyllenhaal looks like if Jake Gyllenhaal got punched in the face and grew his hair out. Kind of what Maggie Gyllenhaal looks like.
I think that'd still be better looking than Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I
She's
guess
not-
we'll see in this
she-
new
Ma-
Roadhouse movie. so.
Maggie Gyllenhaal is not like terrible looking in isolation. I'm saying when you are bringing her in to be the role that Katie Holmes was in at that point in time, it was not fair to her at all. It was not fair to her. That was almost as bad as Christopher Nolan's sound design in Tenet.
Maggie
So-
Gyllenhaal plays like a fucking hooker in some show that's out there for the past couple of years. She's just fucking blowing dudes. That's a role that I feel like really suits someone like her.
God damn it.
What?
Well said.
Wanted to do it. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Oh no! The worst death of all has to be. It's got to be. If we're going with sequel trilogy, come on, Captain Phasma. Captain Phasma's got to be like one of the most bitch deaths ever. I mean, you already hated the movie into it, so you
but
thought you were going to get
wasn't
something out of it.
But she wasn't important.
No,
Jonathan Kent is important.
That's
to
true,
Superman's
that's true.
Story. And
Yeah.
for him to die in that way was the dumbest shit ever, especially how important his death was in Superman the movie. You know what I mean? And why that showed that, Clark, that there's certain things he can't do with his powers. And this one, you literally could have fucking done it with your powers. And you just stood there.
That wasn't the point, Jeremy. The world wasn't ready.
Stupid.
The world wasn't ready.
God damn.
And he was right. The world wasn't.
No, they were never going to be fucking ready.
The world
He was
wasn't ready.
worried about what would happen to his son.
You know?
He was being a good dad.
I think that Han Solo's death, if we're talking sequel trilogies in terms of it's not just about the way he died and that they made him die like a villain dies. It was everything that happened before that and how they just completely destroyed his entire character. Everything that Han Solo was, everything that he became. And when you go back, I was having this conversation the other day, when you go back and look at even Solo, like with the way they tried to do his origin story, they basically made him into like kind of a good guy. You know what I mean? Like they were trying so hard to like put that out there, but that's not who he was. He wasn't a good guy, right?
No.
Did he have like good in him? Yes. Was he caught up in some bad circumstances? Yes. But he wasn't a good guy. He transformed into that. And that's the rewarding thing about Han Solo's character.
Yeah.
Like this is a kind of a fucking scummy dude, not necessarily a trustworthy dude. You're surprised and rewarded by the fact that he fucking yeehaws back and he comes and saves Luke Skywalker, right? Because you weren't expecting him to make that decision. And even in Empire, he's fucking not ready to do it. Leia's fucking pissed at him because, well, he forced her to kiss her in the fucking. Don't worry about that. But she's mad at him because of like he's not willing to commit to the cause. He's still trying to look out for himself and take care of his own shit.
How about this one?
Erased everything.
Kylo Ren died kissing Rey.
I mean, that's understandable. I think we all might go out that way if Daisy Ridley kissed us,
Yeah. Or Luke Skywalker just dying on a fucking rock.
The last, all the
He's
sequel
like,
trilogy
I
deaths.
think I'm
Let's
good,
just say
man.
it. Somebody in the chat said it.
I'm chilling.
What about Leia?
Yeah, that was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Dying in between movies.
Yeah.
Leia should have fucking died in outer space in Last Jedi.
Yep.
All right, let's run through these.
Hey, who's
Link-
running Fortnite with me tonight?
Not me.
Rolo?
Linko
Rolo?
Kenobi
man,
for
I don't
20.
Come on, Rolo. Jay? All right, Rolo, Jay, Beardo. Come on, Rolo.
Man. All right, I guess I'll do it.
Yeah,
That's a
we
dream
bullied him
team right
into
there.
it.
That's a dream team.
All right, there we go. All right.
I have
Go
to take
ahead.
a break though. I'll have to take a break before it though. So let me know when we're almost done.
That's fine. That's fine.
Because I got to eat.
Linko Kenobi for $20. I read that Dungeons and Dragons are emasculating men. It sucks, but I'll still watch it. Be able to be more entertaining than any movie Disney releases. LOL. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I think that looks like a movie that D&D fans are gonna fucking hate, but some people might get a kick out of it.
I mean, they do some deep cuts and stuff with the lore, but honestly, yeah, the idea, people going, "Oh wow, that looks like a game that I played in," is not a compliment. Because nobody wants to watch a shitty D&D game like play out with their characters. You want to like feel like you're fucking heroes and that you're cool. And the idea that they're like, "Oh, this isn't woke. It's just a fresh take on stories," is to make men really incompetent. And in fact, Chris Pine was so good at being incompetent, we had to remind him, "Hey man, the story doesn't work if you don't occasionally get something fucking right." It's pretty embarrassing.
Well, those are two different statements. The emasculating men and the Chris Pine not being a hero. right? Those are two different statements. I don't think they necessarily like go together in that like linked of a way. But
Ripa, I know Ripa's got to bounce, so Ripa,
do you have any bad deaths you want to talk about before you go?
No, not really. Not that I can't.
How are you gonna kill off Isom?
I have no plans to do that. I guess it'll be the day I turn them into light skin fucking.
Oh man!
Wait, maybe are you gonna do the death of Isom?
He gets hit with the Riz beam and he turns.
Did you hear what Mike said?
And then I have audience gaslight everybody saying he was always like.
That's the fake Irishman finally gets him in a dark alleyway.
Oh man!
Oh man!
Nah, but no, yeah, I'm a bounce. I gotta wake up fucking at 5 a.m. Actually, I gotta be somewhere at 5 a.m. I gotta wake up at 4 something. So
oh shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. But man, it's been fun. It's all.
You ever gonna join us for Fortnite again, Ripa? Ever?
Oh, no, on a serious note, I almost texted you the other day because I was doing some shit and I just wrapped up and I saw that y'all were live. And I was like, man, this will be the first time in months that I played.
Hell yeah.
I'm down to fucking make it happen.
Hell yeah.
Like
just let us know, man. Just let me know.
Yeah, for like seriously. But yeah, man, it's been fun as always, man. And I'm looking forward to next week. I know we'll see everybody again next Monday. Before then, me kicking their ass and fucking Mario Kart or some shit. Looking forward to it. But yeah, man, it's been fun. It's been fun.
All right, man. Take it easy, Ripa.
All right, man. Peace out, y'all.
All right, later. All right, everybody go follow Ripa. You guys know where you can find him. So
Frank Zonka for 10. I'm a long-time subscriber. I'm an indie novelist and comic book writer. Going to be launching an audiobook of my sci-fi series. How can I reach out to sponsor one of your videos to get the word out? I think for a lot of us, the best way is probably email.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
I've never really done anything like that.
And I'm not against it. I mean, I'm always open to opportunities out there, especially to help, independent creators for sure. So, I mean, I would like to look and see what you have and anything we can do to help. I'm always for it. So just do your thing. I mean, honestly, like, it's probably a really dumb business decision, but it's like, man, just send me the fucking link. If it's something that's cool, I'll shout it out. You know what I mean? Like, I want the word out there for good work. You know what I mean? So as much as I label myself a grifter and all that shit, like, just, if it's cool, I'll shout it out. Like, people need to be aware of it. So.
Marcus Henry for 5. Ryan just called braids dreads, you uncultured swine.
Yeah.
I didn't call Mike's.
You called them dreads at one point.
I called your hair dreads?
Yeah.
I thought I was talking about April.
Come on.
It's probably it was all of it. It's fine. I'll let you get away with it. It's
I don't think I did that. I think I was talking about April's fucking dreads that she has put up. That's what I think I was talking about. Because I love black people. I wouldn't do something like that. Steve 89AK for 20. Hail G&G. Jay, I bought your book. I put my money where my mouth is. Jeremy, I loved your Matt Walsh video. Do people give their stuffed animals pronouns now? I guess it's the end of times. I wouldn't be surprised if she fucking tried to grind on those things to get off. You should pray for those stuffed animals.
Oh, man.
Hayden for $10.
Thank you for... Okay.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I'm saying thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it because like we're getting close to 54K. Looks like we might get to 55. That's pretty awesome. This
Nice.
Thank you to Geeks and Gamers. I know Ryan, like you guys have all shouted it out on your channels and stuff, and it's I appreciate it seriously. So thank you.
Oh yeah. Did the audio just go weird for everybody?
No.
Sound weird.
Fearless leader. 50.
Hail, Geeks and Gamers. What are the chances I can convince you to all do a Smash Ultimate live stream? Also, I've heard of tons of comic books and graphic novels created by Comicsgate folks. Do any of you know any video games made by Gamergate folks? I don't know. I don't know much about Gamergate. I know I get labeled as part of Gamergate all the time, even though I know nothing about it. So I don't know.
Gamergate wasn't really a.
It wasn't the same thing as Comicsgate. It's not the same thing.
Yeah, and like Comics Get initially got that name because it was people speaking out about the industry, and then it kind of turned into later, other people creating alternatives to that. We never really got to that in the gaming industry. I know there's some people who have like done things here and there, but I don't really know anything specifically.
In terms of your first question, I would love to do a Smash Ultimate live stream. I would like to do Smash Bros. Live streams. The problem is Nintendo fucking sucks with their online service, and it really stands out with Smash. You have the same lag issues with Mario Kart. You just don't see them as much, and it doesn't affect you like mentally when you're playing the game. Smash is bad, really bad. With that said, I know Chris has ran some online Smash tournaments and gameplays on Twitch before. So have you had decent luck running those streams, Krista?
They were hit or miss, but we are definitely going to bring them back because we have Kongman now, who's really insanely good at that game, and he beat Johnny, which was hilarious.
That's not saying much.
Oh. I do have a friend who is a pro Smash player, and he actually does competitions and goes around the world. So we'll probably have him on. Sorry?
Is he also Asian?
No.
Wow, he's really good then.
Anyways, we'll have him on sometime.
But yeah, so that's definitely a possibility for sure. The good thing is being here at Geeks Gamers HQ, like we could at least do something here with like a stronger signal in house. So that's possible. So thank you for the super chat.
Hayden for $10. The people who did this are encouraged to be held responsible or punished by the victims of those who oppose it, or were already done as a society. They're causing irreparable damage. Like, oh, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's you're not wrong at all, Hayden. And also Hayden says we need April voiced by Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy, obviously. God damn it. Oh my God. What a clown world. What a clown
Latifah
world.
should do it. Charles Ratliff for 5. What's up, Jay, Ryan, Jeremy, the rest of the gang of Geeks and Gamers? Epic Mike is looking more black. Thanks for pointing this out, Ryan. I don't think I needed to, but I think everybody can tell. Maybe it's the light hits different when you're froze, not fucking blocking all the light. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of extra space here now. I gotta figure out what to do with.
Yep. Arthur Brown for 20. Just says there must have been a different chat other than this. Says Vord. Damn autocorrect.
Oh shit.
ED.
Did we get Links 50?
No.
Link sent a 50 about 15 minutes ago. Link for 50. Hey guys, I'm
50.
out. Hey Jeremy, wish you a happy birthday. Hope you enjoy your day. I'll check you guys later. Thank you, Link. Mega support from you. Really appreciate it, buddy. And yeah, I'll grift the birthday away tomorrow. 3 streams tomorrow. 3 streams tomorrow. They're scheduled, so it's not like I'm doing it because it's my birthday.
Where am I? Bill Sotheby for 10. All the politicians, doctors, big pharma, people that push this stuff need to be turned into Mississippi wind chimes. Thank you, Bill Sotheby. John Douglas for 5. Hail all, and especially Mike. April O'Neil looks like someone tried to create Whoopi Goldberg and the Mass Effect Andromeda character creator.
God damn. That's really
Good.
God damn.
Hayden for $10. My girlfriend is the opposite. Her ex-husband's trying to do the woke shit, saying their daughter should look into being trans. She's stepping up and telling him, no, I'm about to step in and stop it. Good for you.
No.
Samurai Vader for 2. Epic Mike looks almost as black as Jay. Almost.
That's tough. Yeah. He's literally on a group called the Dark Council. Like,
and he's talking about going to California to rob fucking gas stations.
Yeah. Hey man, I'm gonna steal some of them Oreos. Yeah. I just like walk in, let me get some of those, and they're like, "What?" You just get up to them and walks out.
Don't you think that's kind of neat though? Like
It is
you
kinda neat.
actually live in a state where you could just walk in and be like, "I got this one. It's on the state," and just walk out, and they just can't do anything about it.
I don't
Like
think there's
that-
anything cool about that. I think
It's
those people
terrible.
should
No,
be fucking shot.
I'm being sarcastic, but I'm just saying like that. That's how terrible we've fallen. You know, where it's like
That'd probably be
that's
the
how it
nicest
is.
thing anybody's ever said to them. Most people just walk in and walk out.
I'm just saying, if they announce that publicly, like, you know, we're not going to prosecute anyone who steals less than $900, that's just like ringing the bell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Yeah.
just go get your stuff. I need deodorant. All right, man. Maybe some toothpaste.
It's just
It's
as
under
bad as putting up
900.
a sign that says gun-free zone.
Well, see you later.
No.
Michael Smith.
I was going to say WG gave us 10 gifted memberships earlier. Thank you, WG. I'm looking for the rest because we've had quite a few memberships tonight gifted, so I'll look through them. Go ahead, Ryan.
Michael Smith for 10. Hail, Geeks and Gamers. I'm loving the discussion. Definitely more. Keep speaking up about this. More people need to hear this now more than ever. All of you were right. Thank you, Michael Smith.
Thank you.
BFSD for 5. I watched some of those presidents play video games videos. That shit was funny as hell. Thanks for sharing, Jeremy.
Fucking love
Have
them,
the
man.
rest of you watch that. Yes.
Have you watched them, Ryan? Ryan's just been laughing all day watching them. He's such a happy person when he's watching those videos.
I've seen him around on Twitter. I watch him
Fucking
all the
great,
time.
dude. I'm obsessed with them. I can't stop.
Scott McKenzie for 10. Be a man. Rolo preached it. A man's about honor, integrity, provider, defender, sacrifice, initiator, hold fast, stand up, speak up. Iron sharpens iron. Be a man in the arena. Thank you, Scott. BS Warren for 5. Hey, you guys notice that April from Seth Rogen's TNME or TMNT looks like Vita Ayala and Shredder looks like Joe Dirt? Yeah.
Ryan is the happiest person on the internet.
Usually. Aberu for 10. Thank you, Aberu. Spirit Kitten for 5. Have you heard the new Hulu series just dropped, History of the World Part 2? Hadn't heard.
Not familiar with that one.
Hayden for 10. To be clear, the only reason I haven't stepped in yet, my girlfriend holds her own and knows I have her back. I also haven't met her kid yet or her ex. That part won't go well. Staying out till I'm needed. Yeah,
That probably will not go well. The way you're handling it sounds like the best way to handle it for sure.
Chris B for 5. Birthday, huh? Well, see you later. Big Mike for 2. Very nice. How much? No idea what that was talking about.
He looked frozen.
He was frozen.
I was frozen. Yeah, my cord came unplugged. Everybody stopped talking. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Repeat for $10. Hi guys, I've been out of American pop culture. The only way I know what's going on is watching Main Event and FNT. So thanks for watching the crap, so I don't have to. Also hyped for MegaCon. Nice repeat. We'll see
Hell
you there.
yeah. Hell yeah. We'll see you guys there. No Cobra Cast tonight. No Snake Pit Party tonight. It'll be tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. We're having Cobra Cast tomorrow night. I'll be on D-Day Cobra Twitch tonight.
The Snake Pit Party.
That's right.
J-Doc for 2. What the freak? Congrats, regular J.
Thank you.
Bashy Washy for 20. Hail chat and hail panel and hail to Angry Ho. Angry Joe. Yeah, Angry Ho. And the new April Sheet Neil. Make sure you get your blue ball, guys.
Man, I don't know who Corn Pop is. Corn Pop is dropping. Corn Pop's a bad dude, but $1.99's all night long, just making it rain in the chat. $1.99. So
and then he just keeps saying the same fucking
saying block me.
I know it. I know it. I will not block you, especially if you send me money. Okay, I'm not
what does
going
this
to.
mean?
Oh, what shit? I didn't mean to unfix.
He said he's high in the chat multiple times.
If you're that high, you should probably accidentally hit like another 0 on that super chat, maybe once or twice. Just saying. How high
Accidentally.
are you? Yeah.
Ick. Skunk. Thumbs up eyes. I don't fucking know what that means. Is that a raccoon? Anybody know what that is?
Corn Pop was a bad
That's a skunk.
dude.
That's a skunk, yeah.
It's a skunk.
Skunks, yeah.
Yeah.
He was talking about weed.
Ooh, could be.
Mike Abraham for 5. I, for one, am okay with this new April. She looks like she'll watch her kids and sell you a dime bag at her house. Maybe. To claim
Dude,
your
is
kids
this-
on her taxes.
Is this for real? Did he follow me from the PBD live stream yesterday? No shit. I mean, I saw that everybody was saying something to me yesterday when I was in that chat. So that would be funny. I have to go to more live streams like that and talk shit if it's going to bring people over here to drop super chats. So it's a good.
Link
grip.
Kenobi for 10. Have you guys watched History of the World Part 2? We have not. Joe Musashi for 5. Another red flag. They got 2 actresses voicing Leatherhead and Wingnut. Sounds like they're gender swapping those two. Screw this film. To be fair, voice actors, I mean, you have females doing males and men doing women in the voice acting industry.
All
So
the time.
I don't think that that's necessarily a red flag, but never know. What the fuck? VW Taz for 10. Ouya, Ouya, was a micro gaming console from 3013, and when you turned it on, it made a Ouya sound. FYI.
From when? What year?
I think it's a company from 3013.
Oh, okay. Okay. PBD is Patrick Bet David chat. If you're he had Crowder on yesterday and I was in the chat.
Patrick Bowser for 10. Thank you. Beetle Boy for 5. Epic Mike. Man of Steel is a superior movie. Although Mario Kart has Although MK has that awesome song from the 90s
Mortal
where
Kombat.
sometimes Mortal Kombat. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? Has that awesome song from the 90s where sometimes the soundtracks were better than the movies. LOL.
Well, I think this is because sometimes me and Mike joke around about when I said Man of Steel or Mortal Kombat Annihilation was better than Man of Steel, which is definitely a joke. But
Didn't you say
fuck
that like
movie,
a couple weeks ago or something?
Yeah.
Did you say that today?
I didn't say it today, but he's probably just thinking about from our argument.
Right.
And
Forgot it.
but the music from Mortal Kombat movies are fucking phenomenal. No doubt about that.
Gosh, amazing. Yeah.
Marcus Henry for 5. I don't get it. Why is he trying to say the pedo thing? April is 28. She's a news reporter. What news reporter is 12? I don't know if this is a 28-year-old or not. In a couple previous iterations, they tried to do April as a kid, like same age as the Turtles. I don't know what they're doing in this. Eli Saul for 2. She should be named Big Shirley April. Marcus Henry for 2. Not gonna lie, when I hear O'Neal, I think of Shaq. Well, those are also spelled differently. O'Neal, Shaq, and O'Neal April.
Yeah.
And O'Neal's pretty Irish. Mike Hill for 5. It was false advertisement during the cast reveal. They showed White April O'Neal instead of this one shown in the trailer. Really? To look into that. Relentless Critic for 5. Hi, G&G in chat. Appreciate the shout out 2 weeks ago. New YouTuber here covering entertainment and culture. Solid start. Could use your support. Stay cool. Hey, shout out Relentless Critic.
Hell yeah.
Christian Rocker for 2. I hear Lizzo will play April in live action. Probably. Big Mike for 2. She's a 10, but she talks to turtles. Good. Taters Viva for 2. I can't stand. Jay.
There's a comma there. I think this.
I said it.
Yeah. I know. I'm not lovable by all. It's okay.
Peter Brady for 5. Are we sure this isn't just a TMNT crossover with a gender swap Fat Albert? Pretty sure.
Could be.
Aiden for 5. We need April voice. We read that one. Marcus Henry for 5. This is one of the reasons I think Ripper should get a TikTok, like how he has an Instagram. We need some rep on there.
I don't think Ripper's gonna be on TikTok.
Nah, fam.
He's making short this shit now. You might as well fucking put him there.
Why don't we just take his videos and make them put them on Geeks and Gamers TikTok and grift off him?
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Yeah.
Samarato. Samarato for 2. Cast your vote. Whopper O'Neal or April O'Meal?
Whopper.
Yes, I starred one of those actually.
Oh, I unstarted. I didn't know because I was going through it. I thought we were done.
Fucking piece of shit.
Oh man.
Crispy Noken for 5. If I had a nickel for every time an IP race swapped a character, I would have at least $1. These crazies don't respect the source material.
Nope.
True.
And they're hiring activists. I like April O'Meal. That's
That's a
pretty
good one. That's a good
April
one.
O'Meal is really good.
Corn Pop for 2. Thank you. Nikolai Volkov for 5. The OG TMNT fans are parents now. Parents are gatekeepers of their kids' entertainment. My kids are not watching this dog shit. Good. Crash Mondo for 5. Jeremy, you're going to have a lot of medical bills heading your way for the cringe we've all suffered.
Yeah, it happens.
Manganese for 320 yen. Hey, you, pear sticker. Thank you. Rage.
Salty Saurus Rex on locals
50.
for $100. $100. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Keep growing, Geeks and Gamers. And when do we get more content with Ryan? Between Ryan, Ripa, and Salty Cracker, they make me laugh during my workouts. By the way, are you guys going to talk about that cringe TikToker celebrating getting HIV and going to spread it? I have not seen that story, but I will look into that. In terms of Ryan on Geeks and Gamers, funny enough, that's going to be happening very soon. You're going to see more uploads.
Be making more videos on here.
Yeah, more uploads from Ryan, and then obviously me and him are doing the daily live stream. So you're going to get more Ryan on Geeks and Gamers.
I'm not going to let Jeremy give me a Josiah thumbnail, though.
I know.
No thumbnails.
No.
And then you notice, like, no one's asking for more Jay on Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Oof.
It's fine. Just let you know.
I can't
Just let you know.
stand Jay.
I got it.
Rage for 5 pounds.
Not for everybody.
Hey, Eric, if you ever see Angry Joe, confront him for that disgusting tweet he made about you. I think he will. Dizzy for 5. After that clip, I think I have Down syndrome. What is going on here? Breakfast.
Happy birthday, Jeremy! It's Jeremy's birthday!
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. They can add themselves back, though. They can add themselves back.
Jeremy's birthday.
Can I just say one thing about Jeremy's birthday? It will never top that one time that like 100 YouTubers got together to wish him happy birthday, and they played it on the live stream, and it was like
Uche went on for like
and Uche went for like 20 plus minutes.
Yeah, so my boy Jeremy, he drove up here to Atlanta, and like you just saw the chat going, "What the fuck?" It was on Friday Night Tights. Gary played it. Gary's like, "Everybody send me a quick happy birthday for Jeremy." Uche went on like 8 minutes long telling the story, and everybody's like, "What the fuck is this?"
Christopher Judge.
Somebody should
Rest
just
in
like
peace.
edit it
Rest
up.
in peace to my boy Uche, man. We miss that dude, man.
And
Still
you
can't
know,
believe it.
I know we all talked about it on our individual streams, but this is the first big Geeks and Gamers stream, at least that I've been on. We might have talked about it for Mario Kart, but the anniversary of John Bartolo's death was not that long ago. And it's hard to believe it's been a year. The three of us here on top, me, Jay, and Jeremy, were out to eat with Tony from Real World Tactical when we got the call, that John had passed away. So he obviously made a big impact on all of us and all of our lives. And we miss him.
Yep, we do. And he'd be proud of where we're at, but he'll also be proud of where we're going to go. So thank you guys for the support, and RIP to Uche and John. We're going to keep grinding for both of them. Thank you to the ladies for the happy birthday wishes. And, for another awesome Tuesday night's main event. We're not going anywhere. We're going to finish these super chats. That's how we roll. And again, Meta PCs. Thank you guys so much. Mods are going to drop that link to Meta PCs, that landing page. So please consider going out there, supporting Meta PCs, and letting them know the Geeks and Gamers has been shouting them out all night long. Let them hear from you guys so they know that, we're out there fighting a good fight for them, because they're helping us a lot.
Marcus Henry for 2. Krista's asexual with plushies confirmed.
Oh.
Thank you.
No denial.
I don't know what it means.
Asexual?
What is that?
It means
in theory,
not attracted to
you're not
anybody.
attracted to anything or anyone.
Oh.
You might be. Corn pop for 2. Do a corn pop poll. All right. Can somebody do a poll? Corn pop, yes or no?
Only if you send at least, you got to be minimum $20 super chat.
Right.
Okay. Minimum $20 super chat.
That's so good.
He just sent another $2 super chat that just says,
That's
"Pop lives,
hilarious.
bitches." Like we thought he died or something in between.
Oh my god.
The man's going through a whole story arc by himself in the chat.
Dizzy for 5. Speaking of seeing minds break in 2016, I was at a bar area that's now super woke. When Trump won, you would have thought the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor.
Oh my god.
Zero
Corn
cool.
Pop sent a super sticker of a banana. So I'm sorry, Ryan. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Zero cool for 2. Jay asked Ripa if he's eating cereal again.
Jay ask, or did I ask him?
Probably wanted you to.
I know what the sound thing is. Mike, unmute
It's when
your
Mike
shit
goes
real
muted.
quick.
Yeah,
Mike.
yeah.
It's Mike.
What is it?
You have enough background noise, but I can't tell when you have it. But when you mute yourself, it's fucking like
It goes quiet.
it's
Yeah.
like glaringly silent. So that's why when Jeremy when I asked earlier, I'm like, did something fucking weird happen to the sound? That's what happened.
There it
That's
is.
my bad.
Paige Ashley says, "What's my favorite cake? It's
Carrot.
chocolate cake because I'm not racist." So
Jeremy told me his favorite cake is boo cake, actually.
bukkake.
Oh man.
That's a good one.
I was the whole I was really hoping Krista would ask, "What's boo cake?"
Booby?
And then I was gonna get her to it's spelled BUCA.
Don't look it up, Krista. Do not.
You gotta look it up.
Do not look that up.
I had this
No.
whole fucking plan, and Jeremy just like shattered it in an instant.
We do
Fuck.
support Black Lives Matter here, so if everybody on the screen
What
can,
the heck?
show
The screen
your
is
support-
black.
Yeah, show your support for BLM. There you go. Thank you, Rolo,
you.
for your bravery.
Thank you.
Done.
What happened?
Yes, so I,
One out.
I'm setting up the stream, so
oh,
I had to open Streamlabs, so it like messed up my camera.
Rolo supports BLM. So, so much for that base Rolo talk. So,
I know I'm a fraud, total fraud.
where are you gonna do it on Play?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on Play.
Okay, all right.
Alex for 5 saw a comment in Angry Joe's YouTube channel that mentioned his girlfriend was a proud Satanist. If true, that explains a lot. Corn Pop for 2. I love you. Thanks.
I love you too.
Wow, Jay.
It's so funny.
It's just like so random. It's like throwing banana stickers in the chat.
Oh my god.
Slain Hope for 2. Mental illness is celebrated like Hogwarts houses. Yeah, that's not. You're not wrong there. I think it's just a ploy to get Corn Pop to come to Jay's chat and throw him fucking $2 like a million times.
I'm okay. I'm happy.
I'm happy.
He said it.
Corn Pop for 2. Block Pop. Thanks.
What? Flock?
Block.
Block pop.
This is the greatest super
Man.
chat thread ever.
Jonathan Coble for 5. Rippo ripping it up. Let's go, bro. TNME getting real.
Oh man.
Corn Pop for 2 says, ah. I don't know why this is funny.
I don't think it's that funny.
It's not. It's Jay and it's funny.
Yeah.
Not the super chats.
Oh,
Jay, can you read this one?
corn poo.
Why'd you say it like that?
Corn
That
poo.
was, now that was funny.
I feel like there's a certain like a part of the audience that they actually like their favorite part of this show is the super chat section. You know what I mean? Like
It's
I think
mine.
this, oh,
I
man.
fucking hate it.
I want to hear Beardo. I thought Beardo was gonna read some. That's gonna be funny too.
I mean, we can set that up too. So let's make it happen.
D-Day
Next week,
Direwolf for
Beardo.
5.
Next week, Beardo.
Such a base stream, guys. Good stuff. Thank you. Cliff for 5. In order to get the children and to manipulate the mothers, the strong man must be removed. That's a key point of Marxism. Thank you, Cliff. Corn Pop for 2. I'm not drunk. Drunk was capitalized. Corn Pop for 2. I'm not drunk. I'm high. Corn Pop for 2. I'm not drunk. I'm high. Corn Pop for 2. I'm not drunk. I'm high.
That was where people in the chat were like, Corn Pop's going through something.
Oh my god.
Corn Pop just put in the chat, I'm broke.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, Project Egg Roll super chat is
That's that one. That's really good.
Egg Roll.
Egg roll.
Oh man.
Project Egg Roll for 5. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Oh yeah, bukkake means smothered in Japanese. I know because I'm Asian.
Do not look that up.
You don't say.
It probably means smothered like a chocolate cake smothered in frosting or something like that, Krista.
Oh.
Do not look it up. Don't look it up.
It's a Japanese cake.
Don't do it.
Japanese cake.
Like don't.
It's gonna
don't
be
matter how.
boobies.
I don't. I think you'll be
No.
surprised.
She's just like, I won't type that in, but I'll type boobies in. That's fine.
No. Laura Lynn Lance for 2. Vegas, March 29th to April 1st. My birthday. Who wants to join me? Well, we're going to be at Orlando MegaCon, so unfortunately, but
Yep.
there you go. Laura Lynn Lance is going to be in Vegas.
Hell
This
yeah.
is the new dating app, Super Chats. Maybe Corn Pop's available, but he doesn't have any money. Fearless Leader for 5. Have you guys heard of AI jokes or Al jokes? I don't know what it is.
AI, I think.
Yeah, he makes some of the funniest, most offensive shorts I've ever seen. Nice. Zero Cool for 5. Why does Ryan always look like he needs to pinch a loaf? It's just my face.
Man.
Pinch it, man. Pinch that
Exactly,
loaf.
it's exactly how he is like every day. So
Yeah, I'm not what you would call approachable. Marksman of 117B for 2. Atomic Heart soundtrack is 10 out of 10. I hear they don't like it in Ukraine.
Oh no.
Rafe for 2. They destroyed comics in DC and Marvel. Yes. Don Lewis for 2. It's official. Disney has lost its Marvels.
Good one.
Trans Griggs for 2. Ryan will read that he is better than Trans Griggs. Thank you. Keenan Endenu for 5. All caps. Hail Krista Nova. You're muted.
Thank you. Sorry, I was trying to find it with my mouse. I'm tired.
Jess, SPD Girl for 5. I bet if Culver's delivers, Jeremy would send me the Content House address if I sent him some.
yes, Culver's is the best.
Jeremy would dox himself for Culver's, yeah.
Yeah.
Grizzly's Nightmare for 2. Who else remembers shit talking in AOL chat rooms? Yeah, just going in there fucking anonymous, just saying some
Yeah.
really rancid
Mhm.
fucking foul shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All
Hayden
right,
for
next
5.
week. Next week's gonna happen. We're gonna get Beardo in on the party.
Hayden for 5. My birthday happens to be the very same day that Gavin McGinnis is on FNT. Yeah, I will be there for that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Did we make that announcement? We didn't make that
I think
announcement.
that. I think it was
right?
last week. Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
That's pretty cool.
That's gonna be crazy.
Hayden for 5. My birthday. I fucking just said that. Black Tailgate for 2. Gene Hackman was great in Young Frankenstein.
Gene Hackman's great in everything he's been in, pretty much. I mean, even Rolo was talking about the replacements, you know, and it's like, it's a fine role, but Gene Hackman makes it a damn great role. You know what I mean? Like, it's just he's just great.
He elevates whatever he's in. Like the replacements with anybody else would be like a mediocre. Even with Keanu, it would be like, it's whatever, forgettable. But with Gene Hackman, yep.
Marcus Henry for 5. Jeremy had the worst synopsis ever. Yeah.
Oh, Attack on Titan. Apparently, I spoiled the whole show.
Arthur Brown for 2. Ryan wants to be voted by a Titan. What does that mean? Or is it a misspell?
Voted.
That's like Donald Trump.
I don't know. Is that like the terminology they use, Krista? Voted.
I don't know anything. I'm a woman.
Oh, Fortnite! Fortnite is celebrating women in the store tonight. I should just let you all know that.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Is there
They got all the female skins.
Corn Pop for 2.
Vord. So like,
Vord.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that
Biden,
was
yeah.
he corrected that. Okay. He corrected that in a super chat that I read a long time ago. So now that makes sense.
Yeah.
Forward by
There
a
you go.
Titan. Does that mean
Yeah.
fucked? What does that mean?
He's like when they become like humans inhabit the Titans. So like they become it becomes a
So
the human
Vor
Stop
so
him,
Vor
Krista.
is a
All right, I'm shutting up.
I
I'm
was
shutting
just
up.
about to say.
So
Stop
hold on.
him.
God damn
Just
it.
so you guys know, so Vor is a very like fucking degenerate fetish that some people have, like sexual arousal over getting eaten by someone and like
Right.
ingested by them. So maybe that's what you're talking about, Vord?
Yeah.
That? Yeah, it's fucking really making me want to watch this show. Corn Pop for 2. Thank you. Bean Tea for 5. Listen, I have to spend $5 to tell this. Think about the Islanders in an Attack on Titan and their situation. Tell me that's not an analogy for white people today.
How the fuck are people mad at this fucking show? The show. How long has this show been going? How long has the show been airing?
Well, I mean, their finale's been going for like 3 years,
I'm not
so.
spoiling. I'm spoiling shit in the first fucking couple of seasons. Like, holy fuck! When can you talk about anything?
Never.
Never.
Like shit, we spoil shit on Friday Night Tights the damn night the movie comes out.
I've never seen that.
Steph had never watched Rocky before, so she sits down to watch it today, and she like tells Beardo, "Yeah, I've never watched this before." Beardo's like, "What? You've never watched this?" And then he proceeds in the next 30 seconds to tell her every single thing that fucking happens. And it's like,
came out in 76. It's not my fault.
I know, but it's like there's like 2 people in a room, and one of them says, "I'm sitting down to watch this. I've never watched it before." And you immediately proceed to tell her all like the major plot points and people who fucking die and outcomes of matches and shit. It's like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
Attack on
that's
Titan.
unnecessary.
Attack on Titan was it 2013? Am I right about that? Is that when Attack on Titan premiered? And
I
motherfuckers
don't
are
care.
upset because I've spoiled something that started 10 years ago? Holy shit, man.
Would you be mad if someone like got up and like spoiled Breaking Bad?
Dude, if you don't know, if you
What,
want to
that-
watch Breaking fucking Bad at this point in time, when we've already had a prequel and a follow-up movie, and you don't know Breaking Bad, then
I don't
that's
know
your
Breaking
own
Bad.
fault.
I don't know
See,
Breaking
look at
Bad.
she
Don't do
probably
it.
has no idea what it is. There's people that
I was
people
just
don't
about
know.
to. I was.
I
about
don't
to be
know
a
it, Jeremy,
dickhead
so
and
don't spoil it.
Well, again, though, but what I'm saying is that you can't get mad on the internet if you're
I
watching
didn't say the internet.
a
I'm saying from
show
you.
and you get spoiled on a show that's been out for 10
Yeah, but
years.
Ryan asked you what's it about. He didn't say spoil some of the things for me. There's
I've
two
never
different
seen
things.
Krista get this mad before.
Yeah.
Damn.
It still doesn't matter. You
And,
can't,
like you
can't
gave
get
me like
mad.
like I gave you 60 seconds to explain the show to me, and you gave me like very specific details that likely have nothing to do with what the
Well,
show's
again,
about
you-
on
well,
like a
again, you
day-to-day like
You were asking me to tell you like stuff.
Just
I was
accept you're
talking to you like I
wrong.
was talking to you like face to face.
women dying. Sold.
Naked dudes biting people.
All right, we need to fucking get through a lot of these
Yeah, I'm going
fucking
up
super
now.
chats. I know, I see. Bean, I said this. Slagless for 5. The Dark Knight only got the praise it had because Heath died in an Olsen twins apartment a month before the release of the movie. Fight me. I've always said I think that Heath Ledger gives a really good performance. I think it is like boosted because he died.
Bullshit.
And I think it's really hard
Bullshit.
to. I think it's really
Bullshit.
hard to
Bullshit. Bullshit.
imagine what that would have been received like had he not died.
Heath Ledger's performance was legendary regardless of anything else that happened in the real world. It's the greatest performance we've ever seen. Nothing else changes that. Haters want to sit there and bring that up because that's the only thing they can bring into it, something that has nothing to do with the movie, because the movie is one of the greatest, if not the greatest movie ever fucking made.
It's not the greatest movie ever.
Yeah,
made.
I'm just. It's a great fucking movie. I'm just personally
great
saying,
story.
like, I feel that way about. I felt that at the time. I still feel it now, a decade later, whatever the fuck it's been. Like
Heath
it just-
Ledger's performance was incredible, but yeah, I also agree with Ryan that was definitely boosted by him dying, and you know the fact.
And
that
like,
he
how
got
could
the
it
Oscar-
not be? Like, that's such a crazy like.
I don't think he would have got.
Bro,
the
we're not
Oscar
talking. We're not
without it.
talking about Paul Walker's great fucking performance in the Fast and Furious because he fucking
That's
died because it
different.
wasn't a great performance. Paul Walker was Paul fucking Walker in those movies. Like it wasn't like he was giving a performance. Heath Ledger's performance as a Joker is a fucking phenomenal performance of the likes that we have never seen. Regardless of him dying, his performance was fan fucking tastic.
We're also talking about a Christopher Nolan movie, though. Christopher Nolan is arguably
It
one of
doesn't
the best
detract from the
directors of our
performance.
generation.
It just is the optics
best.
of it. Him
The
being
best.
dead
Quentin
means that they were
Tarantino
going to
and-
boost
and-
him for it. So
Yeah.
Ledger's performance was legendary, period. Him
Yeah.
dying was tragic, but it added nothing to the performance because the performance needed nothing to be added to it because he was that great.
I bet.
I'm not saying it adds anything to the performance. I'm talking about the reaction to it.
Yeah, the reaction to it. Yeah.
Corn Pop for 99 cents. Thank you. Corn Pop for 2. Hello. Fatty Ludus for 5. The Lovely Bones guy gets hit by icicle, then falls into Raven. Thank you.
Man.
Arthur
Give
Brown
up.
for 2.
Give it all up.
The world wasn't ready for Zach's garbage movies. Thank you, Arthur. Bird Up for 5. Admiral Akbar, the stupidest death. Literally blown out into space so an annoying KK insect
Yeah,
could
that's pretty
replace him.
bad.
Corn Pop for 2. He anal. Thank you. Sketch for 2. Jay, would you eat a raw French fingerling potato?
Why do you ask me that every week? I'm not a potato man. I'm a French fry guy.
Corn Pop for 2. He anal. Corn Pop for 2. Riopa. Corn Pop for 2. Doesn't say anything. Spy Mastermind for 5. Try Fat Princess, the video game. Spy Super Mastermind for 5. Try Fat Princess, the video game. Marcus Henry for 5. You need as many frames as you can get in a fighting game, so having lag is the worst thing ever in that regard.
Yeah, it's awful. It makes Smash unplayable.
Carlos Estrada for 2. I think Young was broken by Schreier and English Dub Inc. Thank you, Carlos. Corn Pop for 2. Alert! Cryptic Comments for 2. Grums, former Blizzard dev, made the Ember game. Yes, I guess I have seen that. I guess I have seen that game. Christian Wolf for 2. The new April O'Neil looks like Epic Dyke. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I did see some comparisons out there.
No,
Corn Pop for 2. Called Chrissy Mayer.
Okay, I got it. I'm sorry, real quick. He posted it like 4 times without sending a super chat, then sent a super chat, and then immediately reposted it again. He's been
Stay no to drugs.
Post a comment and then
Kids.
just drop a super chat.
Stay no to drugs.
XSL for 5. When will we have a G&G amusement park that includes Krista's costume shop, Drunk J Burgers, Ryan's Wheel of Hate, and Jeremy's swamp ass water ride?
That's pretty good.
That was awesome.
Jesus Davila for $1.49. Thank you. Taters Vivo for 5. Jeremy and Ryan, you should watch the Whopper ad AI meme when you have time. I don't know if you should watch it here though. LOL. Maybe we'll watch it tomorrow. Hail TNME and hi Steph. Okay.
Hi. What's up? Sorry.
Mr. Grant Gregory for 2. Congrats on the annual spawning cycle celebration. That's to Jeremy.
Sorry. I was reading super chat. Sorry.
It's an Australian way to say happy birthday.
What's up, Mr. Grant Gregory?
Corn Pop for 2. Pop lives, bitches. Corn Pop for 99 cents. Thank you. Dude for $5. Our birthdays are only 5 days apart. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Thank you. Sir Ubisoft for 2. New Peter Pan song. What makes the white man white? Yeah. Thank you, Sir Ubisoft. Marcus Henry for 2. Corn Pop Op. Bean Tea for 2. Tweeted with Lakota Man. We was Chiefs and shit. Thank you. Harry Brownhole for 2. Happy B-Day, Jeremy. Captain Haruna for 2. A fish milkshake will break your addiction, Corn Man. Corn Pop for 2. Corn Pops is gay. Marcus Henry for 2. Corn Pop, stop, drop, flop, don't stop, flop up, flop, Jonathan Coble for 2. Sit, push, pinch, Ryan. Thank you. Traders Vivo, I want to see Corn Pop's nemesis. What the fuck?
Poor Ryan, dude.
I think it says porn cop upside down. That's weird. Arthur Brown for 2. Prawn cop. Thank you. He can't say porn, so he's saying porn cop. Yeah.
Ryan. Thank you.
Marcus Henry, I can't unsee Ryan's resting pinch face. Thank you.
She's dying over there, man.
Thank you.
Gabe Otoucher, I don't know.
What's up,
for
Gabe?
5. Any chance of an Eiffel Tower with Jay and Corn Pop? I'll take bottom if Jay rides my pony.
Damn.
What?
Well, I got deep really quick. I mean, I got like.
I got deep.
What?
I got deep.
Jay's riding. Jay's riding.
Even Chris is laughing at that.
I meant to say that like way south. Really
We got
Harold Green for 2. If you see Ryan,
hey, we got a message from him, Jay. They sent me a message. You ready?
And you sad, and I love it. You gonna cry?
Just look at Ryan's face. I'm trying to be quiet because he needs to get his super chat.
yeah, heaven forbid you fucking interrupt. Daryl Greer for 2. If you see Ryan in a good mood, he likely just shit.
I ain't interrupted, man. I'm just laughing.
Oh shit!
Oh man, that's
just the aggressive way Rod said it too.
Could be the best super chat of the night. Oh gee.
This is the most super chats you ever had. Unfortunately, they're all $2 fucking. Captain Haruno for 2. Is Vor the reason people watch Movie Bob? Because, geez, maybe.
Oh, fuck.
Bean T for 2. Not mad at Attack on Titan. The Islanders are demonetized or demonized. Marcus Henry for 5. Jeremy's being disingenuous. The chat's talking about you spoiling something for someone who you're trying to get to watch it.
Well, I guess I know Ryan doesn't care about spoilers. So
224 Vic for 5. What's up, G&G? It's 224 Vic here, coming to you with a happy birthday from my dude Jeremy, like you did for me in Houston, coming to you from Maryland.
What's up, man? Thank you.
Thanks, 224 Vic. And also thank you for telling us who you are in a super chat with your name on it.
Appreciate you, man.
It's like when your grandma texts you and it's like, hey, Ryan, it's grandma or whatever, and then like says their name and then signs it love grandma or something.
Corn Pop's become a legend with like
Corn
85 $2 super chats. So
Corn Pop has gone over to Ricetta's stream.
I know.
He's not super chatting. He just said Corn Pop's a pervert, but to himself, and then he goes, "I'm Corn Pop," and he goes, "No, it's not me."
He's a bad dude. He's a bad dude.
Don't do
Corn
drugs,
Pop.
y'all.
As you keep super chatting here, I'm gonna get the clip of Joe Biden, and I'm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it right now before this ends. Go
He
ahead.
said he's got a warning from YouTube already.
Jess for 2. Fortnite vaulted hammers. Downtime at 2 a.m. Eastern. We had March 10th. My penis hurts for 20. Jeremy, happy B-Day, babe. A great gift is to get a muscular hunk to bust out of a cake and dance. Not that I like that kind of stuff, or that I get that every year for my birthday, but I could see that being cool. Jay, looking good. Jim Alaska for 2. Discount Drake, am I right?
No.
Mike? Jay's sweaty tits for $1. Thank you. Taters Vivo for 2. Corn Pop for 2. Thank you. Pyro Runpa for 5. Cowabunga it is.
What is going on?
April O'Neil definitely puts the cow in Cowabunga. Jay's sweaty tits for another $1. That's a buck. That's $1 each. BS Warren for 3. Corn Pop 3. The Revenge of Harry Brownhole. BS Warren for 3. Corn Pop 4. Corn Pop versus Black Dynamite. Brown Kaijin for 5. I found Ryan's Spirit VTuber. Look up Pipkin Pippa No Onions. You won't regret it. I've seen Pipkin Pippa. Good Wrench for 4. Thank fucking God doesn't say anything. Taters Vivo for 5. I'm laughing so hard I'm crying and running out of breath. BS Warren for 2. Corn Pop 5. The Wrath of Ben Dover. And then Butt Bubbles for 2. I like pie.
Jay's just muted himself.
Do you see the fucking super chat that just came in? Holy fuck.
Chris Benoit for Canadian $2.
No,
Good show tonight. Gotta go tuck in the kid.
Oh, no. No. No,
fact that
no,
it's
no,
Canadian.
no, no,
Oh shit.
no.
Hey, no, that's
This
fine.
is not okay. It's just not.
Oh no.
The vet man knees of the Vietnamese for Aussie 2. What an incredible stream. Thank you. Captain Whitebread for 2 says spoon. Jay's smelly feet for $1. Thank you.
Look at his avatar too. It's Jay's mouth.
All right. Let me, I guess, read the fucking memberships and Rumble. War Machine with 5 Geeks and Gamers gifted memberships. Thank you. One of many becomes a member. Hail chat and G&G. Hail you all. Bethesda's Lore Master member message says, "What's up with middle-aged overweight dudes always targeting Ripa? Is it jealousy, a grab at relevance, or a midlife crisis? All of the above." Master Austin, welcome to G&G.
Marcus Henry, for all those TLR super chat you'll send to read. Great stream. I'm crying.
I like the royal yawl there. Yeah.
Great stream, you guys. Thank you. Holy crap. This has been funny, man. Chat's the MVP, okay? The chat is the MVP, always is. We appreciate you guys.
I'm gonna give it to Ryan tonight. He had to read all the corn pop stuff.
He's a bad dude. Citric
Ryan,
19.
here's one for you. Here's one for you. Jay, why don't you read that one? Go ahead.
Funniest moment.
No.
on the entire
The name.
Mr. Big Wig, AG Lig.
Get the whole word.
Ham Jam Stig.
All right, Mr. Big Wig Majig AG Lig Vitman Ham Jam Fig Stig.
I didn't. I think if I said those 2 words fast, it might have said something inappropriate. So that's why
I pre-read it to make sure it didn't say the N word.
Yeah.
Look at this one, Ryan.
Mr. Esquire for $20. Ryan's looking particularly racist tonight. I like it.
Holy shit, you guys are killing me.
Chat's out of pocket tonight.
Nargardnal for 20. Another fantastic and
no.
hilarious. Another fantastic and hilarious TNME. Thanks, all. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Have a great one.
Oh no.
There was I didn't see it in the list. There was a super chat that said, "What's up with Ryan's hair tonight?" I don't know where never saw it in there, but I saw it come in.
Yeah, what's up with your hair tonight?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What does that mean? Citric 19. My power is out, but I have GG on the phone and Hogwarts on the stream. Hail. Nice. Master Austin with 10 Geeks and Gamers memberships. Thank you, Master Austin. 10. Curtis D. Welcome to the channel. Floki the Mad. Happy early birthday, Jeremy. And Epic Mike. Didn't recognize you without the fro. All hail the fellowship. Skull. Swig of water for the working man.
Oh man.
Fair enough, Paul. Stone Cold's beer cooler. And Az still doesn't have a Meta PC sponsorship. At this point, Chrissy's going to get one before him. From the UK. Can I say?
Woo! Holy
shit. Locust, welcome to G&G. Dave, Patrice O'Neill was black. He looked Irish to me. Garfield's Bizarre Adventure. Hey, Ryan, you should show solidarity with the women on the show and put on your Brittany Griner jersey. We all know you have one in your closet.
Oh, man.
I don't know if they sell them. Scott McKenzie, member for 7 months. G&G, thank you. Jesus Davila with the gift membership. Thank you. Project Agro with 5 gift memberships.
There we go. They're Asian, by the way. Darkside Droids, Ryan, thank you for being extra crackery tonight. Hail the fellowship. God damn it. This is
that's an interesting spelling of hail.
Yeah, interesting. Owen Hart. Oh, no.
Gotta zip down this line to see y'all.
No, I just love G&G. Oh, God. Holy fuck, guys. Damn. Fuck. I didn't see that. I did not see that one coming at all. Wow.
No, you didn't see him coming because he was coming from the top.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not
I
good.
like
Ryan's weird.
Wow.
A buck.
They got that out and set up. And
Thank
everything.
Look at the next one. What the freak?
Yeah, that's not good.
Ryan's toe
Ryan's
jam.
toe jam. Ryan is the MVP. Look at those hobbit feet. Two War Vet, member for a month, says the cringiest death was Epic Mike's at the end of the film. Set it off.
No.
Jack Hudson with a gift membership.
Set it off.
Yeah, we're talking about Queen Latifah getting murdered at the end of that movie.
St. Adam, member for 2 months, says, happy birthday, Jeremy. Hail TNME. Jason Fox says, hail Geeks and Gamers. Jesus Davila says, can you guys play the clip of Jay laughing? I don't know. It just cracks me up every time I see it.
It's been happening all night.
What?
But hey, if you guys want it, you guys get it. Let me see if I can find
Sorry, Ryan.
it. Holy shit,
BS Warren
man.
for 2. Corn Pop 6, the Canada Dry Special.
Why can't I find it?
Fantastic Mr. Knox for 5. What a show. Also, the heck are with these supers. Man, I'm laughing while driving.
It's been a
Ryan's missing teeth for $1. Thank you.
What?
Marksman for 2. Did you get my Streamlabs about El Salvador? I'm fucking trying to get there. Gabe O'Toucher for 5. I volunteered to be middle centipede between Jay and Corn Pop.
Ooh. Like the human centipede?
Yes.
That's definitely what they're talking about.
That's not good.
No, thank you.
Oh man.
That means that you have the option of just getting your ass eaten, Jay, and not having to eat anyone.
Yeah.
So I could be like the guy that eats the food.
The middle one? The middle one, they're eating shit and getting their ass ate.
No, but he said he wanted to be the middle one, the super chatter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Thomas,
I gotta
I'll
be
give
in the
I'll give you a ring in a day or two, buddy. I know you were trying to contact me the other day. I was busy when you called, but I'll get with you, man. Thank you for the super chat, and I'll get with you, man. Holy crap!
$5 over from Jay and the Elite Fan on Odyssey. Meanwhile, in the fair legion of retards, Angry Ho, Eggman, Doughboy, and Mexican Doughboy scheme how to defeat Isom, Yaira, and Tyrone to fulfill their plan to make the world fat, doughy, and smoking crack. Will they succeed? Tune into the next episode of TNME to find out. Pretty good.
Glad you guys are enjoying. This has been funny.
What
This has
was
been. This is.
that?
I don't know.
This Culture Casino transformed into Avatar.
Wow.
Deadpool Odyssey. You know, guys, all Seth had to do is say, oh, it's just off-season April Fool's joke, and the controversy would be over. But no, they just had to be racist towards whites. At this point, don't let Hollywood create anything.
Oh my God, Eddie.
Big Mike looks like he ate Drake. Hey, it is on a Tuesday, so.
Yeah.
He's lost him. He can't even. There's no sound anymore. He just can't even.
I'm trying not to interrupt. I know Ryan's getting mad. I'm a good friend.
LBRT for 5 on Odyssey. I still got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. Over on Odyssey, Blankets says, Jeremy, do you think this new TMNT will be worse than bad TMNT movies?
Yes.
Blankets on Odyssey. What's the saddest death in a movie?
Saddest?
Just name a dog.
Honestly,
dog, yeah.
I don't know if I can say anything because I might spoil it. So,
Oh,
Air Bud.
Uncle Ben. It's Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben died, by the way.
Marksman for 3. Can I get a shout out for El Salvador cleaning up the trash? Yeah, they fucking put a lot of people in prison. Now home to the largest supermax prison capable of holding 40,000 people. No one sent there will ever walk out. Human rights clowns crying about animals being treated like the monsters they are. Fuck soy. Jolly Roger for 3. Jeremy, did you ever check that news story I sent you on Twitter? I think the ladies might particularly enjoy it. And Ryan.
I will look and see. Did you send it to my inbox? Sending it to my
Probably.
mentions is a lot worse. Or sending it to inbox is much better than sending me to mentions.
Yeah,
Discord.
Man, some guy sent me a DM the other day. It was interesting. I tweeted it out.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good.
It's because of you. Women don't like me.
I know it. I gotta.
Did you see his follow up on Twitter?
No.
He blocked me after he DM'd me.
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see it?
Holy shit!
About
Steph, that's
me?
awesome.
Sure.
I love that he DM'd you and then blocked you.
All right, here, RK Outpost. Let's see. Oh, that's not the right RK Outpost. I pulled the wrong one up. All right, let's see here. So Ryan doesn't tweet a lot, but when he tweets, he's dropping some bombs. So here we go. Share.
I didn't say anything crazy.
Right here. So this guy tweets Ryan. It says, "You asshole, you the reason women dislike me." Ryan
Yo,
just
asshole.
screenshot it. Yo, asshole. That sucks, bro.
I'm a YouTuber and I'm 25 and I'm straight. Email me.
David Nelson, sexy guy
Ryan,
101.
Check your DMs. Somebody screenshotted like some of his replies.
You want me to go through the comments here? I don't know if I want to do that.
Hell?
Look at Flash. I guess he's not that sexy then, huh? Look, damn, Ryan. Save some pussy for the rest of us.
That is an epic. That is an epic picture.
Dude, I wish I had a car that looked like a fucking soda from the 90s.
The paper cup.
Yeah, the little cups. Dude, those were fucking awesome back in the day.
Did you see it? You saw him, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if you could share it on, but it's like that's pretty.
I don't know if I mean, she tweeted it, so I guess she probably
What I'm going to be happy about is, and again, we are nothing, and I mean that. We are nothing without the audience.
Absolutely.
And I can't wait for Meta PCs to see this stream, just because they're going to be laughing their asses off too. You guys make sure you go over there, use the promo code Geeks if you're interested, or tell your friends about it. We're going to be pushing that constantly. We believe in them. They believe in us. I'm really excited about it. So, but you guys have made this stream amazing. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And Jay's laugh has helped too. Definitely has helped.
Well, not it's Eddie, but it's with like fucking 4Ds, so it's like Eddie for 3. Jay, does it clap when you walk?
Yes.
Wow. I think we're fucking done. Oh fuck, God, I got more.
God, this is so out of pocket.
Chris Benoit for 2. K, I'm back. I think I did it wrong.
Shit.
Only certain people will get that joke.
Yeah, but the ones that get it,
I know, are
get
cringing.
It.
Yeah.
So there's a Canadian $2 from Ice Ucket. Can you say that, Jay?
Ice Bucket.
No. It's Ice, and then his last name is Bucket without the B.
Yeah. I don't want to say
Not
it.
today.
$2 from Ice Suck It. I'll take it. Take her for $2. New Mario Kart tracks Friday. Can you dog it?
We're gonna be on those. I think Thursdays when they actually release. I think Thursday, maybe Thursday night. But I will be on with Legal Mindset Thursday night. So, but you know, obviously we'll probably do some stuff before then and then after. So,
Sir Ubisoft for 2. You're not the April O'Neil I remember. So, Epic Mike's braids for 2. Help, I'm too tight.
I'm not that tight right now. This is actually pretty loose.
Steve 89 8K for 2. Thank you. Weston for 10. Epic Mike be looking like Queen Latifah in Bringing Down the House.
Yeesh.
Daryl Greer.
He's catching hell tonight.
Daryl Greer for 2. How long can we keep Ryan with low rent supers? They'll go faster. Gabe O'Tusher for 2. Hail Cobra.
Hail Cobra.
Epic Mike Braid. Epic Mike's braids for 5. Mike had me plugged into his computer like a Navi ponytail. Mr. Landlow on Rumble for $1. You guys need the funniest super chat moments from the Stream and Eclipse video. Up for an editor. I don't know how to say her name. It's like Oi Toucher, but I don't know if that's
he clarifies in another super chat coming up.
For $2. By the way, Ryan, it's pronounced gay boy toucher. Fantastic Mr. Knock for $5. Is the show sponsored by Corn Pop? Also, happy birthday, Jeremy.
Seems like it is.
Oh my god, dude.
Hypnotic for $5. Who's thicker? Jay with the Canadian Bear hoodie or Drake 2.0 Mike?
I'm thicker than
That's
Jay.
pretty. That's a good competition.
Marcus Henry for $5. Steph, stop looking into my eyes, please.
Sorry,
Like
I
a
can't help
basilisk.
it. My bad.
Like a basilisk. Chris Benoit for $5. Wife's yelling at me for some reason. Better check it out.
Oh man.
Not laughing at that one.
I don't really laugh at any of them, but it's funny. Gun O'Mac for 10. Chris Benoit tells a killer bedtime story. That's good. Epic Mike's braids for 2. Don't pull me, he'll fart.
Yeah, Fartgate 2.0.
Krista's evil twin for $1. That's it.
Jeez.
Man.
Oh my God. I am never going to financially recover from this.
Happy birthday, Jeremy.
Yep.
Thank you, Meta PCs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Corn Pop.
Oh man.
Uh,
Okay, so that was oh my god.
Bret Hart for $5. Hey, I was gonna meet my brother over there to hang out with you kick-ass people, but my brother came up short.
God damn it, bro. Holy shit.
Wow.
Wow.
That hurts, bro.
That's not funny.
Okay, with that said, we're gonna call it a night. Rolo, are you still good? I know you've been up all day, so you still good to play?
Yep. I just gotta
All right.
take a quick.
You go ahead and bounce. Go ahead and get out of here. Yeah, go ahead and get out of here. Rolo's
Locked and
gonna be
Loaded
live.
Latinos. Follow
That's
us on Twitch, YouTube, all those places.
Hey, Rolo,
we're gonna be on Geeks and Gamers Play.
We were at peak viewership when you and Beardo went on your rants. I think you guys got some new fans tonight, so there's some good
Let's
stuff.
fucking go.
Let's go.
Good stuff. So, all right, I'll see you in a few, Rolo.
Yep, later,
All right,
guys.
so, all right. So drop the links to Rolo's YouTube channel, Locked and Loaded Latinos. And then go follow Fear the Beardo over on Twitch. And then you can follow me on Twitch, D-Day Cobra, Jay on Twitch, Drunk 3PO. We're all going to be playing Fortnite from our respective perspectives. And we got Minority Home. Go follow her over on Twitter, on Twitch. She's the best. She does a great job. Thank you, Stephanie. Krista Nova. She's happy because she got to go to a theme park, and that's all she wants to do.
Yeah.
So-
Can I give it a quick shout out, please?
Yes.
I just helped my friend out the other day, Dreaming Tabitha, with her Twitch channel, and she needs 50 followers to get monetized. So, Mod, can you please drop a link in chat? I will do it right now. Also, thank you.
Yes. And we will give her a shout out tonight on our streams. So,
I
shout
thought
out
you were
to
gonna
her.
talk about fucking Jamie's birthday. I just put the roll my eyes.
I already did like 10 times.
Yeah, happy
That's
birthday,
right.
Jeremy.
Oh, you want me to
Thank you.
mention it once more, Ryan? Okay. Happy birthday, Jeremy!
Thank you, Krista. Epic Mike, what do you got going on, man? What's Epic Verse got going on? You got a teaser you're gonna show us anytime soon? Come on, I'm just doing what the people do. I'm just.
Yeah, we got. Some
I've
stuff
seen
working.
Epic Verse stuff. You guys
Yeah.
better get excited. I've seen some
Yeah.
stuff. So
We do have some cool stuff coming.
I
Maybe,
haven't seen shit.
Fear the Beardo gonna be coming up next week to maybe help us with some stuff.
Next week,
he's pretty
man.
awesome dude. But yeah, so yeah, go to epicverse.tv, go get yourself some merch, go sign up so that we can keep you notified. Like I said, when you go to the website, you're gonna see a bunch of these like grayed out boxes all say coming soon. Every single one of those is a project we're working on. All of them are projects that we're working on right now. So when we launch this, we'll have a lot of stuff for you guys to watch and check out, and it's going to be a good time. Also, G&G Tabletop has moved to Thursdays. We got kicked off on Mondays. We're gone. So now we're on Thursdays at 1 p.m. So go check us out there. It's a good time. Secrets of the Frost Maiden. It got out of control. Quarter Black Garrett got Kirk killed. It was a terrible time, but yeah, it's It's also a good time, so go check us out there. Boom.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let's see. We got Drunk 3PO.
Yeah, let's just get out of here. Thank you for another awesome night. Thank you, Ryan, for reading the super chats. And thank you guys for checking out Achromatic Chronicles Blue. We are closing in at 54K. So pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Jay. Congratulations, buddy. You're crushing it, man. So and of course, I'd say the MVP of the stream, Ryan Kennel from RK Outpost.
You can follow me, RK Outpost, put out sports videos on Sports Wars. We got a couple more super chats. BS Warren for 2. Jeremy, Mike is wearing the snake pit as a hat. Marksman for 2 says Latino power.
Right.
Greedo got you for 2. My sides hurt. Best stream ever.
This is a really good one. This is a good one.
Mr. Grant Greger for 2. Is Mike the lead rapper in NW8? Oh,
You're fired. Grant, you're fired.
Okay, Mr. I gotta read it. I
you do.
read it.
He's fired though. He's so
So
fired.
for $2, is Mike the lead rapper in NW8 too much?
Oh,
Grant's fired.
That's a deep cut right there. That's
He's gone. He's out.
Fired.
Yep.
You gotta love it. You love to see when somebody gets fired on the internet.
Yep.
It's good. That's good clickbait for me.
Makes me happy.
No, man. You guys, we appreciate you guys, and man, what a stream this has been. So we're gonna be live. We're gonna be live on Twitch, Beardo, Fear the Beardo Twitch, Drunk 3PO Twitch, D-Day Cobra Twitch, and Rolo will be running over on Geeks Gamers Play. Please go subscribe to Locked and Loaded Latinos. And we'll see you guys over there for some Fortnite probably in the next 10-15 minutes, something like that.
Don't forget, when you're looking to buy your next PC, check out Meta PCs, Geeks and Gamers. Use code GEEKS, GEEKS, code GEEKS for a discount at checkout.
Yes, so if you know anybody at all, tell them about the Meta PCs. Help support Geeks and Gamers. We're gonna be pushing this hard because we believe in it. We're proud of it. And damn, holy fuck. God. we're gonna end it on that note. You guys have a great night. Thank you all for being the best part of the show. The chat is always the MVP, and we'll see you on Fortnite here in a bit. Good night, everybody. Bye.